Oh, okay. The light. It works. Okay, cool. We're gonna play. This is a really weird time to be streaming. I'm sorry. But I'm gonna go play ddlc. I've played it before, obviously, but might as well replay it. I'm gonna see. I'm probably not gonna try to get all endings, of course, but you know. Anyways, yeah, I'm just gonna wait a little bit. Why is this fucking music? Oh, right. I have the random Animal Crossing Winter Cafe. Yeah, I've already played ddlc before, but yeah, I think I might go down Yuri's route again because I think that's my favorite route to play. Anyways, cool. I'm gonna just let's just do that. Cuties. I'm gonna turn down the music just a little bit. Cause I don't have okay. No, this is not my first playthrough. I've played it back when I was in grade 8 before, so I was just like, I might as well replay it because it's a fun game. I enjoyed it. I've played through all the routes before, so I do know what will be happening, of course, but you know, that's not gonna make it any. I've actually never, I think, read the dialogue choices in like any of my playthroughs though. So, anyways, it's a fun game. Okay, hi. Yeah. Go. Yeah. Have a good night. But yeah, it is a fun game in my opinion. I enjoy. It would be weird to say I would enjoy watching the characters die, right? Okay, cool. Anyways, what's the point if you don't know what's happening? I don't know. Anyways, alright. Hey, I see an annoying girl running towards me from the distance, waving her arms in the air like she's totally oblivious to any attention she might draw to herself. Now that I think about it, am I playing as a guy? Ugh. Okay, whatever. That girl is Sayori, my neighbor and my good friend since we were children. You know, the kind of friend you never see yourself making today, but it kind of works out because you've known each other for so long. We used to walk to school together on days like this, but starting around high school, she would oversleep more and more frequently, and I would get tired of waking up. Hold on. I don't know what you mean by it's not obvious, but yeah. But if she's gonna chase after me like this, I almost feel better off knowing she's, I almost feel better off running away. Okay, to be fair though, when I was playing, the first time I played ddlc, it was actually because I saw like a video, like playthrough. I don't know, one of the popular, or like, YouTubers at the time. I saw somebody playing ddlc and then I found out that I could download it, but yeah. Okay, but like, it's okay. I will become a short brown-haired random Japanese man just for this playthrough, I guess. Anyways. Oh, no, I think I've watched somebody play it through like once maybe before I played it. Or at least I watched like some type of video about it at one point before I started playing it because I didn't know that I could download it at the time. Anyways, and then I played it during, I think it was 2018 or 2019, when I was at, like, back in middle school because one of my classmates found out that you could download Yandere Simulator on our school computers, which also meant that we could also download ddlc, so we ended up playing both of them. Yeah. Anyways, so I was gonna, I'll do an art stream later one day, but anyways, we are back. But if she's gonna chase after me like that, I almost feel bad running, better off running away. However, I saw an idol in front of the crosswalk to let Sayori catch up to me. She's so cute. I overslept again. But I caught you this time. Maybe, but only because I decided to stop and wait for you. You could say that like you were... You say that like you were thinking about ignoring me. That's mean, Junie. Well, I don't like Yansim. Okay, Yansim, I never Well, I think I just kept killing the characters. I never ended up, like, really playing through one day properly. I spent most of the time just, like, killing random characters and dragging them to the incinerator. I don't think, cause it's not like Yandev ever like finished the game either, so it's not like you could properly play through the game. Anyways, back to this. Well, if people stare at you for acting weird, then I want them to think we're a couple or something. Fine, but you did wait for me after all. I guess you don't have it in you to be mean even if you want to. Whatever you say, Sayori. We cross the street together and make our way to school. As we draw near the school, the streets... I cannot read chat. The streets become increasingly speckled with other students making their daily commute. By the way, Junie, have you decided on a club to join yet? A club? I told you already. I'm not interested in joining any clubs. I haven't been looking either. That's not true. You told me you would join a club this year. Did I? I'm sure it's possible that I did. In one of our many conversations where I dismissively go along with whatever she's going on about. Sayori likes to worry a little too much about me when I'm perfectly content on getting by on the average while spending my free time on games and anime. I was talking about how I was worried you wouldn't know how to socialize or have any skills before college. Oh yeah, you can definitely tell who the intended audience for this game is. Anyways. Your happiness is really important to me, you know? And I know you're happy now, but I die at the thought of you becoming a NEET in a few years because you're not used to the real world. You trust me, right? Don't make me keep worrying about you. Alright. I'll look at a few clubs if it makes you happy. No promises, though. Will you at least promise you'll try a little? Yeah, I guess I'll promise you that. Yay! Why do I keep getting lectured by such a carefree girl? More than that, I'm surprised I even let myself relent to her. I guess seeing her worried about me... Sorry. I can't tell... Is the music too loud or am I going crazy? Okay, whatever. Yeah, I have played this before. Don't worry. I'm going down Yuri's route this time. Oh, fuck. Okay. I'm gonna play Yuri's route because she's my favorite one to play. Wait, I only have 2 hats for this one. Don't add another one. Don't add another one. Don't. Fuck. Shit. I only have 2 hats for this. Where's my water? Ah, shit. Okay, anyways. You know what? Fine. I'll just add in another asset. I don't know. Here. Okay, my thing's glitching again. This happens a lot. Just don't worry about the glitching. You know what? Okay, hold on. Fuck this. I'm gonna throw that out. Let me just add another item in here. Do I want sunglasses? Oh wait, hold on. I'll do this one. Yeah, let's go with that. Okay, that works, right? Okay, cool. Anyways. There, that's your hat. Monica in real life. She's so creature. Anyways. I guess seeing her worried so much about me makes me want to ease her mind at least a little bit. But even if she does exaggerate everything inside her head. Beep boop boop boop. The school day is as ordinary as ever, and it's over before I know it. After I pack my things, I stare blankly at the wall looking for an ounce of motivation. Clubs. Sayori wants me to check out some clubs. I guess I'll have no choice but to start with the anime club. Okay, well... Hello? Sayori? Sayori must have come into the classroom while I was spacing out. I look around and realize I'm the only one left in the classroom. I thought I'd catch you coming out of the classroom, but I saw you just sitting there and spacing out, so I came in. Wait, hold on. Let me just Google something real quick. Oh, I could get the B-side download later. Okay. Honestly, you're even worse than me sometimes. I'm impressed. You don't need to wait up for me if it's gonna make you late to your own club. Well, I thought you might need some encouragement, so I thought, you know what? Well, that you could come to my club. Sayori. Yeah? There's no way I'm going to your club. Meanie. Sayori's the vice president of the literature club. Not that I was ever aware she had any interest in literature. In fact, I'm 99% sure she did it because she thought it would be fun to help start a new club. Since she was the first one to show interest after the one who proposed the club, she inherited the title vice president. That said, my interest in literature is guaranteed to be even less. Yeah, I'm going to the anime club. Come on, please. Why do you care so much anyways? Well, I kind of told the club yesterday that I would bring in a new member, and Natsuki made cupcakes and everything. Don't make promises you can't keep. I can't tell if Sayori's that much of an airhead or if she's just so cunning as to have all this planned out. Guys, I cannot read words to save my fucking life. Anyways, I let out a long sigh. Fine, I'll stop by for a cupcake, okay? Yes, let's go. And thus marks the day I sold my soul for a cupcake. I dejectedly followed Sayori around the school and upstairs, a section of the class of school that I rarely visit, being generally used for third-year classes and activities. Are we second years in this story? Does anybody remember? I don't remember. I actually always skip through the dialogue. I was spam clicking just to get the ending, guys. Anyways, I'm not good with visual novels when I'm playing alone. Anyways, Sayori, full of energy, swings open the classroom door. Everyone, the new member's here. I told you, don't call me a new member. I glanced around the room. Welcome to the literature club. It's a pleasure to meet you. She's my favorite, guys. I love Yuri. Anyways. Also, I think her route's kind of more fun to play. Especially in the second half. It's a little weird, but honestly, who cares, right? Sayori always says the nice things about you. Seriously? You brought a boy? Way to kill the atmosphere. Ah, Junie, what a surprise. Welcome to the club. All words escape me in this situation. This club is full of incredibly cute girls. What are you looking at? If you want to say something, say it. Sorry. Natsuki. The girl with the sour attitude, whose name is apparently Natsuki, is one I don't recognize. Her small figure makes me think she's probably a first year. She's also the one who made cupcakes, according to Sayori. You can just ignore her when she gets moody. Sayori says that quietly into my ear and then turns around towards the other girls. Anyways, this is Natsuki, always full of energy. And this is Yuri, the smartest in the club. Don't say it like that. Yuri, who appears comparably more timid and mature and timid, seems to have a hard time keeping up with people like Sayori and Natsuki. Well, it's nice to meet you, both of you. And it sounds like you already know Monika, is that right? That's right. It's great to see you again, Junie. Monika smiles sweetly. We do know each other. Well, we rarely talk, but we were in the same class last year. Monika was probably the most popular girl in class. Smart, beautiful, athletic, basically completely out of my league. So having her smile at me so genuinely feels a little... You too, Monika. Come sit down, Junie. We made room for you at the table, so you can sit next to me or Monika. I'll get the cupcakes. Hey, I made them. I'll get them. Sorry, I got a little too excited. Then how about I make some tea as well? The girls have a few desks arranged to form a table. There's way too many desks in this classroom for 4 or 5 people. But that is okay. As I already mentioned, it has been widened so that there was one space next to me, next to Monika, and one space next to Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri walks towards the corner of the room where Natsuki grabs a wrap tray and Yuri opens the closet. Still feeling awkward, I take a seat next to Sayori. Natsuki proudly marches back to the table, tray in hand. Okay, are you ready? Ta-da! Whoa! Natsuki lifts the foil off the tray to reveal a dozen white fluffy cupcakes decorated to look like little cats. I wish they had an image for this because I want to see cat cupcakes. Anyways, the whiskers are drawn with icing and little pieces of chocolate that were used to make the ears. So cute! I had no idea you were so good at baking, Natsuki. Well, you know, just hurry and take one. Sayori grabs one, then Monika, I follow. It's delicious. Sayori talks with her mouth full and has already managed to get icing on her face. I turn the cupcake around in my finger, looking for the best angle to take a bite. Natsuki is quiet. I can't help but notice her sneaking glances in my direction. Is she waiting for me to take a bite? I finally bite down. The icing is sweet, full of flavor. I wonder if she made it herself. This is really good. Thank you, Natsuki. What? Why are you thanking me? It's not like haven't I heard this somewhere before? Made them for you or anything? Eh? I thought you technically did. Sayori said, well, maybe, but not for you, you know, you dummy. Alright. Guys, I would go... Okay. You know in the second half of the game where you can choose between Sayori and... sorry, not Sayori. Natsuki and Yuri. I can't do Natsuki because one of my friends... Like, I've played it before, obviously. But one of my friends... Like, my friends back in high school kept saying that I acted like Sayori, Natsuki, which I don't, by the way. To the point where I'm just like, I cannot, in good conscience, like, play her route. Anyways. But to be fair, they just wanted to call me a tsundere for no reason. Anyways. I give up on Natsuki's weird logic and dismiss the conversation. Yuri just returns to the table carrying a tea set. Where the fuck did she get that? She carefully... Where is she boiling water? What the fuck? Okay, anyways. She carefully places a tea cup in front of each of us before setting down the teapot next to the cupcake tray. You keep a whole tea set in this classroom? That's my thought. What the fuck? Don't worry. The teachers gave us permission. After all, doesn't a hot cup of tea help you enjoy a good book? I guess. Don't let yourself get intimidated. Yuri's just trying to impress you. That's not insulted. Yuri looks away. I meant that, you know, I believe you. Well, the tea and reading might not be a pastime for me, but I at least enjoy tea. I'm glad. Yuri faintly smiles to herself in relief. Monica raises an eyebrow, then smiles at me. So, what made you consider the literature club? I was afraid of this question. Something tells me I shouldn't tell Monica that I was practically dragged here by Sayori. Well, I haven't joined any clubs yet, and Sayori seemed to be happy here, so... That's okay, don't be embarrassed. We'll make sure you feel right at home, okay? As president of the literature club, it is my duty to make the club fun and exciting for everyone. Monica, I'm surprised. How come you decided to start your own club? You could probably be a board member for any of the major clubs. Weren't you the leader of the debate club last year? Yeah, so I'm assuming they're second years. That's my guess. Well, you know, to be honest, I can't stand all the politics around the major clubs. It feels like nothing about but arguing about budget and publicity, that's the word, and how to prepare for events. I'd much rather take something special I enjoy and make something I personally enjoy and make something special out of it. And if it encourages others to get into literature, then I'm fulfilling that dream. Monica's a really great leader. Yuri also nods in agreement. Then I'm surprised that there aren't more people in the club yet. It must be hard to start a new club. You could put it that way. Not many people are interested in putting all their effort into starting something brand new, especially when it's something that doesn't grab your attention, like literature. You have to work hard to convince people that you're both fun and worthwhile, but it makes school events like the festival much more important. I'm confident that we can all really grow this club before we graduate. Right, everyone? Yeah, we'll do our best. You know it. Everyone enthusiastically agrees. Such different girls, all interested in the same goal. Monica must have worked really hard to find these three. Maybe that's why they're all delighted by the idea of a new member joining. Though I don't really know if I can keep up with their level of enthusiasm about literature. So, Ginny, what kind of things do you like to read? Well, considering how little I've read in the past years, I don't have a good way of answering that. Manga? I mutter quietly to myself, half joking. Natsuki's ears head suddenly perks up. It looks like she wants to say something, but she keeps quiet. Not much of a reader, I guess. Well, that can change. What am I saying? I spoke without thinking after seeing Yuri's sad smile. Anyways, what about you, Yuri? Well, let's see. Yuri traces the rim of her teacup with her fingers. My favorites are usually novels that build deep and complex fantasy worlds. The level of creativity and craftsmanship behind them is amazing to me. And telling a good story in such a foreign world is equally impressive. Yuri goes on, clearly passionate about her reading. She seems so reserved and timid since the moment I walked in, but it's obvious by the way her eyes light up that she finds her comfort in the world of books, not people. But, you know, I like a lot of things. Stories with deep psychological elements usually immerse me as well. Isn't it amazing how a writer can deliberately take advantage of your own lack of imagination to completely throw you for a loop? Anyways, I've been reading a lot of horror lately. I read a horror book once. I desperately tried to grasp something I could relate to at a minimal level. And that's right, Yuri might as well be having a conversation with a rock. Really? I wouldn't have expected that, Yuri. For some reason, for someone as gentle as you, I guess you could say that. But if a story makes me think, or takes me to another world, then I can't put it down. Surreal horror is often successful at changing the way you look at the world, even for a brief moment. Like, he's so me, as in, like, he doesn't read, or the fact that he's trying his best to, like, have a conversation and desperately failing. Because, honestly, both. Anyways. Ugh, I hate horror. Oh, why's that? Well, Natsuki's eyes dart over to me for a split second. Never mind. That's alright. That's right. You usually like to write about cute things, don't you, Natsuki? What? What gives you that idea? You left a piece of scrap paper behind last club meeting. It looked like you were working on a poem called Don't Say It Out Loud. And give that back. Fine, fine. Your cupcakes, your poems. Everything you do is just as cute as you are. Sayori slides up behind Natsuki and puts her hand on her shoulders. I'm not cute! Natsuki, you write your own poems? Well, I guess sometimes. Why do you care? I think that's impressive. Why don't you share them sometimes? No. Natsuki averts her eyes. You wouldn't like them. Not a very confident writer yet? I understand how Natsuki feels. Sharing that level of writing takes more than just confidence. That the true form of writing is writing to oneself. You must be willing to open up to your readers, exposing your vulnerabilities and showing even the deepest reaches of your heart. Oh, yeah, the rock. That's valid. Yeah. Honestly, I do that to my friends, except it's more me ranting about manhwas and shit that I've read, and them just, like, standing there and questioning their whole life. I explained, like, all of the MXTX books to this one person. I think it took me, like, 3 hours. And I was still in the process of reading, I think, MDZS during that time. So they were just like, what the fuck? Anyways, back to this. Do you have writing experience too, Yuri? Maybe if you share some of your work, you can set an example and help Natsuki feel more comfortable to share hers. I guess it's the same for Yuri. Aw, I wanted to read everyone's poems. We all sit in silence for a moment. Okay, I have an idea, everyone. Natsuki and Yuri look quizzically at Monika. Let's all go home and write a poem of our own. Then next time we meet, we'll share them all, with each other. That way, everyone is even. Yeah, let's do it. Plus, now that we have a new member, I think it'll help us all get a little bit more comfortable with each other and strengthen the bond of our club. Isn't that right, Junie? Monika smiles warmly at me again. Hold on, there's still one problem. Okay. Okay, anyways. Sorry, my mom just walked in. Anyways, hold on, there's still one problem. What's that? Now that we're back to the original topic of me joining the club, I bluntly come forward with what has been on my mind the entire time. I never said I would join this club. Sayori might have convinced me to stop by, but I never made any decision. I still have other clubs to look at, and, I lose my train of thought. All 4 girls stare back at me with dejected eyes. But I'm sorry, I thought, Junie, you all... I'm defenseless against these girls. What a fucking loser. Why am I such a loser? How am I supposed to make a clear-headed decision when it's like this? That is, if writing the poem is the price I have to pay in order to spend every day with these beautiful girls. Ugh. Boo. Right. Okay, I've decided then. I'll join the literature club. One by one, the girl's eyes lit up. Why did I say I'll join the literature club? Kind of like whatever. Oh, like in our high school host club when Tamaki was like, I will drink this commoner's coffee. Like the same bullshit. Anyways, yes, I'm so happy. Sayori wraps her arms around me, jumping up and down. Hey, you really did scare me for a moment. If you really just came for the cupcakes, I would be super pissed. Then that makes it official. Welcome to the literature club. Ah, thanks, I guess. Okay, everyone. I think that with that, we can officially end today's meeting on a good note. Everyone, remember tonight's assignment. Write a poem to bring to the next meeting so we can all share. Monica looks over at me once more. Ginny, I look forward to seeing how you express yourself. Yeah, can I really impress the class star Monica with my mediocre writing skills? Don't worry, dude. The writing in this game is dog shit anyways. You just click buttons. I already feel the anxiety welling up again inside me. Meanwhile, the girls continue to chit-chat as Yuri and Natsuki clean up their food. Hey, Ginny, since we're already here, do you want to walk home together? That's right, Sayori and I never walk home together because she always stayed after school for clubs. Sure, might as well. Yay! With that, the two of us depart the club room and make our way to home. The whole way, my mind wanders back and forth between the four girls. Sayori, Natsuki, Yuri, and of course, Monica. Will I really be happy spending every day after school in a literature club? Perhaps I'll have a chance to grow with closer to one of these girls. Or all of them. Alright. I'll just make sure the most of my circumstances and I'm sure good fortune will find me. I guess that starts with writing a poem tonight. Yay! Alright, chat. We're going with you. So I think this one? Yes. And then... Fuck. Okay. And then... There we go. This one. I'm trying to remember which ones work. Fuck. I keep forgetting whenever Sayori's alive. It's harder to... I know that basically if you do like longer words, most of the time it's for her. I think. Yes. Waterfall? What the fuck? Okay. I don't know why. Oh, that one's gonna... That's for her, right? Okay. You could just get the fancy words. Here, you can get the fancy words. I'm gonna just try my best to get all of those. I don't know. They're not really even fancy words. They're like just like regular words, but whatever. Fuck it. Here. There you go. I got one Sayori and everything else should have been Yuri. Hi again, Ginny. Glad to see you didn't run away on us. Ha ha ha. Ah! Nah, don't worry. This might be a little strange for me, but at least, but I at least keep my word. I'm back at the literature club. Well, I was the last to come in, so everyone is already hanging out. Thanks for keeping your promise, Junie. I hope this isn't too overwhelming of a commitment to you. Girl, what the fuck was that poem? Making you dive head first into literature when you're not accustomed to it. Oh, come on, like he deserves any slack. Sayori told me you didn't want to join any clubs this year. And last year too. I don't know if you just plan to just come here and hang out or what, but if you don't take us seriously, you won't see the end of it. Natsuki, you clearly have a big mouth for someone who keeps her manga collection in the club room. Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Oh yeah, sorry, I just came back. How was your playthrough of Doki Doki? Many memories of the game. Yeah. Sorry, I just saw your message. Oh yeah, which one did you end up playing through? Anyways, Natsuki finds herself stuck between saying Monica and manga. Manga is literature! Swiftly defeated, Natsuki plops back into her seat. Don't worry, guys. Junie always gives it his best as long as he's having fun. Sure. He helps me with busy work without me even asking. Like cooking, cleaning my room. How dependable. Sayori, that's just because your room is so messy it's distracting. And you almost set your house on fire once. Oh, is that so? You two are really good friends, aren't you? I might be a little jealous. How come? You and Junie could become good friends too. Sayori. As usual, Sayori seems oblivious to the weird situation she put me into. Oh, Yuri brought you something, even brought you something today, you know? Wait, Sayori? Me? Not really. Don't be shy. It's really nothing. What is it? Never mind. Sayori made it sound like a big deal when it's really not. What do I do? I'm sorry, Yuri, I wasn't thinking. I guess it's up to me to rescue this situation. Hey, don't worry about it. First of all, I wasn't expecting anything in the first place. So, any nice gesture from you is a pleasant surprise. It'll make me happy no matter what. Is that so? Yeah, I won't make a big deal of it if you don't want it to be. Alright. Well, here. Yuri reaches into her bag and pulls out a book. I didn't want you to feel left out, so I picked the book that I thought you might enjoy. It's a short read, so it should keep your attention, even if you don't usually read. And we could, you know, discuss it if you wanted. How is this girl accidentally being so cute? She even picked out a book for, she thinks I'll like, despite me not reading much. Yuri, thank you. I'll definitely read this. No, does he actually end up reading this? I don't remember. Anyways, I enthusiastically take the book. Phew. Well, you can read it at your own pace. I look forward to hearing what you think. Now that everyone's settled, I expected Monica to kick off some activity, some scheduled activity. Guys, I can't read English. What the fuck am I doing? To kick off some scheduled activities for the club. But that doesn't seem like to be the case. Suri and Monica are having a cheery conversation in the corner. Yuri's face is already buried in a book. I can't help but notice her intense expression, like she's waiting for this chance. Meanwhile, Natsuki is rummaging around in her closet. Beep-a-doo-boo. I'm really curious to talk to Yuri a bit more, but at the same time, I would feel bad for distracting her from reading. I catch a glimpse of her book. It looks like the same book she lent to me. More than that, she seems to be on the first few pages. Ah, crap. I think she noticed me looking at her. She sneaks another glance at me, and our eyes meet for a split second. But that only makes her hide her face deeper in her book. Sorry, I was just spacing out. I mutter, sensing I made her uncomfortable. Oh, it's fine. If I was focused, then I probably wouldn't have noticed in the first place. But I'm just rereading a bit of this, so that's the book you gave me, right? I wanted to reread some of it. Not for any particular reason. Just curious about how come you had the same two copies of the same book. Ah, well, I stopped by the bookstore yesterday. I mean, that's not what I meant. I mean, I just happened to buy two of them. Ah, I see. There's something fairly obvious here that Yuri isn't telling me, but I decided to let it go. I'll definitely start reading it soon. I'm glad to hear. Once it starts to pick up, you might have a hard time putting it down. It's a very engaging and relatable story. Is that so? What's it about anyways? Well, Yuri closes the book and scans her eyes over the back. The book is titled Portrait of Markov. There's an ominous-looking eye symbol on the cover. Alright, I just wanted to make sure I didn't accidentally give anything away. Basically, it's about this girl in high school who moves in with her long-lost sister, but as soon as she does, her life gets really strange. Yes, relatable. She gets targeted by these people who escape from a human experiment prison, and while her life is in danger, she needs to desperately choose who to trust. Not to mention what she does. No matter what she does, she ends up destroying most of her relationship, and her life starts falling apart. That's kind of dark, isn't it? Yuri made it sound like it was going to be a nice story, so the dark turn came from nowhere. Also, I remember after ddlc 2, I think, I don't know what it's called, the one that comes with like the computer screen. Anyways, you guys know what I'm talking about. Wasn't there people who was thinking that like the human experiment mentioned in this part of the story was like the I don't know, it was like Monica was a part of the human experiment or something. I remember that was his theory at one point. Anyways, not the point. We continue. Yuri gently giggles all of a sudden. Are you not a fan of that sort of thing, Jeannie? No, it's not that. I mean, I definitely enjoy those kind of stories, so don't worry. I hope so. Yeah, I totally forgot that Yuri is into those things. She's so shy and reclusive on the outside, but her mind seems to be completely different. It's just that those kind of stories, they challenge you to look at life from a new, strange perspective. When horrible things happen, not just because somebody wants to be evil, but because they have their own goals or their own philosophies that they believe in. Then suddenly, when you thought you related to the protagonist, they're made to be out to be the naive one for letting their one-sided morals interfere with the villain's plans. I'm rambling, aren't I? Not again. I'm sorry. Hey, don't apologize. I haven't lost interest or anything. Well, I guess it's alright then. But I feel like I should let you know that I have this problem. When I let things like books and writings fill my thoughts, I kind of forget to pay attention to other people. So I'm sorry if I say something strange. And please stop me if I start talking too much. I really don't think you need to worry. That just means you're passionate about reading. The least I could do for you, the least I could do is listen. It's a literature club after all. That's true. In fact, I might as well get started reading it, right? You don't have to. What are you saying? Just a moment ago, you said you were looking forward to it. Let me just get the book. I quickly retrieved the book that I had put in my bag. Alright, it's fine if I sit here, right? I slipped into the seat next to Yuri's. Yeah. Are you sure? You seem a little apprehensive. I'm sorry. It's not that I don't want you to. It's just something I'm not really used to. That is, reading in company with someone. I see. Well, just tell me if I end up distracting you or anything. Alright. I open the book and start the prologue. I soon understand what Yuri means about reading in company. It's as if I can feel her presence over my shoulder as I read. It's not a particularly bad thing, maybe a little distracting, but the feeling is somewhat comforting. Yuri is in the corner of my eye. I realize she's not actually looking at her own book. I glance over. It looks like she's reading from my book instead. Sorry, I was just... Yuri, you really apologize a lot, don't you? I do? I don't really mean to, sorry. I mean... Here, this should work, right? I slide my desk up until it's up against Yuri's, then hold my book more between the two of them. Two of us? Two of us. I suppose so. Yuri timidly closes her own copy. Once we lean in a bit, our shoulders are almost touching. It feels like my left arm is in the way, so instead I use my right to hold open the book. Well, I guess it makes it kind of difficult to turn the page. Here. Yuri takes her left arm and holds the side of the book between her her thumb and forefinger. I did the same with my right arm on the right side of the book. That way I turn a page and I cannot read, chat. I'm actually incapable of reading. Okay, anyways. That way I turn a page and Yuri slides it under her thumb after it flips over to her side. But holding it like this, we're huddled even closer than before. It's actually kind of distracting me. It's as if I can feel the warmth of Yuri's face, and she's in the corner of my vision. Are you ready? To turn the page. Sorry. I think I got a bit distracted for a second. I glance over at Yuri's face again, and our eyes meet. I don't know how I'll be able to keep up with her. That's okay. You're not used to reading, right? I don't mind being patient if it takes you longer. It's probably the least I could do, since you've been so patient with me. Yeah, thanks. We continue reading. Yuri no longer asks me if I'm ready to turn the page. I instead just assume she finished the page before me, so I turn it by my own volition. We continue the first chapter in silence. Even so, turning each page seems like an intimate exchange. My thumb gently letting it go of the page before letting it flutter over to her side as she catches it under her own thumb. Hey, Yuri, this might be a little silly thought, but the main character kind of reminds me of you a little bit. You think so? How does she? Well, I guess she's more blunt in a lot of ways, but she's also second guesses all the things she says and does. Like, she's afraid she'll do something wrong. It's not like I can see into your head or anything, but they're kind of reminiscent of your mannerisms. Bitch, you've known her for a day. What the fuck are you talking about? I see. Yuri remains silent for a moment. But, Junie, that's probably a terrible thing to have in common with her. Ugh, that's so embarrassing that you think that. Wait, I didn't mean it in a bad way or anything. Sorry, I didn't know you were self-conscious about that sort of thing. I guess, I mean, I more meant that it's kind of cute. What are you saying all of a sudden? Okay, everyone. I think it's about time we share today's poems with each other. We might not have enough time if we wait too long. Yuri excels, spared from finishing her thought. Is that alright, Yuri? You look kind of down. I'm sorry if you haven't been looking forward to this. It's not. It's fine. Yuri releases her hand from the book, causing it to close on top of my thumb. Alright, I guess I'll do some more reading tonight. Or would you prefer I only read it with you? I guess I don't have too much of a preference either way. In that case, I'll read a little bit more tonight. It'll be more fun to read it with you after it picks up a bit, you know? That's good reasoning. In that case, feel free to finish the first 2 chapters in your own time. Alright. I stand up. I make a mental note of where I left off in the book, then slip it back into my bag. By the way, did you remember to write a poem last night? Yeah. My relaxation ends. I can't believe I agreed to do something so embarrassing. Say, sorry, you have no spine, just like the MC of the book. Yeah, no, literally, he's fumbling so hard. Like, it's actually tragic. I don't know. I can't believe the girls actually like him. That's crazy to me. I don't understand it. But it's okay. Anyways, I couldn't really find much inspiration since I've never done anything like this before. Well, now that everyone's ready, why don't you find someone to share it with? I can't wait. Sayori and Monica enthusiastically pull out the poems. Sayori's on a wrinkled sheet of loose leaf paper torn from a spiral notebook. On the other hand, Monica wrote hers in a composition notebook. I can already see Monica's pristine handwriting from where I sit. Natsuki and Yuri reluctantly comply as well, reaching into their bags. I do the same myself. Alright, chat, who do we do? Yeah, Yuri, anyways. I have my preferences in characters, okay? Anyways, Yuri seems the most experienced, so I should start with her. I can trust her opinion, to be fair. As Yuri reads the poem, I notice her eyes light up. Exceptional. What was that? Did I say that out loud? Yuri first covers her mouth, then ends up covering her whole face. He's gonna hate me. You really didn't do anything wrong, Yuri. Eh? I guess you're right. What am I getting so nervous for? Yuri takes a deep breath. So, what kind of writing experience do you have? You use imagery and metaphors. Indicates you've written a lot of poetry before. Really? Wow, that's a huge compliment coming from you. This is actually my first time, really. Huh? Yuri stares at me blankly, then looks at my poem again. Well, I know that. I just meant, Yuri trails off, unable to find an excuse. She traces her fingers along the words of the poem as if breaking it down more thoroughly. Yeah, okay, this is the reason I was able to tell. It's just that there's specific writing habits that are typical of new writers, and having been through that myself, I kind of learned to pick up on them. I think the most noticeable thing that I recognize in new writers is that they try to make their style very deliberate. In other words, they tend to pick a writing style separate from the topic matter, and they form-fit the two together. The end result is both the style and expressiveness are weakened. Once Yuri finds her train of thought, it's as if her demeanor totally changes. Her stammering is completely gone. She sounds like an expert. Of course, that's not something you can be blamed for. There's many different types of skills and techniques that go into writing even a simple poem. Not that just finding them and building them, but getting them to work together is probably the most challenging part. It might take you some time, but it comes with practice and learning by example and trying new things. I hope everyone in the club gives you valuable feedback. Natsuki can be a little biased, though. Biased? How? Well, never mind. I shouldn't be talking about people like that. Sorry. It's fine. I'm not sure Yuri is apologizing to herself, me, or to Natsuki. Do you mind if I read your poem now? Please do. I'd love to share my thought process behind it. Yuri smiles dreamily as if it's a rare opportunity for her, which in itself is kind of funny. After all, isn't this supposed to be a literature club? Ghost under the light. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glows bathing. It must be this one, the last remaining streetlight to have withstood the test of time. The last yet to be replaced by the sickening blue-green hue of the future. I bathe, calm, pressing air against air of the present, but living in the past. The light flickers, I flicker back. Okay. I'm sorry, I have such terrible handwriting. Girl, it's just cursive. What? I wasn't thinking about that at all. But it took you a long time to read. Ah, well, I just don't read script often. I actually think your handwriting is very pretty. Eh? That's a relief. I also like the poem. Even though it's short, it was really descriptive. It wasn't too short? I usually write longer poems. Not at all. I'm really glad you like it. I'll be honest. Since it's our first time sharing, I wanted to write something a little more mild. Something easy to digest, I suppose. Are you into ghosts, Yuri? Mm-hmm. Actually, the story isn't about a ghost at all, Ginny. Really? I must have totally missed the point. Well, I suppose you did only glance over it after all. But remember, poets often express their thoughts and feelings and experiences outside in their work. They usually do more than tell a simple story or paint a picture. Blah. I can't read, chat. In this case, perhaps the subject of the poem is only symbolically compared to a ghost, lingering in her last remaining place of comfort, unable to let go of the past, and soon to be left behind with nothing. That's a lot more solemn way to put it. I haven't even thought of that. That's impressive. Eh? It's nothing, really. Yours was impressive too, so nah. If anything, I could probably learn a thing or two from you. You think so? Yeah, of course. I was really nervous about doing all this, but in the end, I enjoyed it. I'm going to keep doing my best for you, Ginny. Me too. Natsuki. Ginny, if you're not going to take this club seriously, then go home. What? Harsh. What do you expect me to believe you actually put effort into this? Do you think I'm stupid? I'm not a writer. Maybe it's not very good, but yeah, I did put an effort. We all start somewhere, right? If you're still proud of the first poem you wrote, then I'd like to read it. Painful to think about? Fine. Well, sorry. You'll get better anyway. I'd tell you what to improve, but you're better off just trying again. Fair enough. Well, to each their own, I guess. Anyways, guess I gotta share mine now. Knowing you'll probably think it's stupid. Eagles can fly, monkeys can climb, crickets can leap, horses can race, owls can seek, cheetahs can run, eagles can fly, people can try, but that's about it. Yeah. I told you weren't gonna like it. I like it. What? Just be honest. I am. Why are you so convinced I wouldn't like it? Well, because everyone in high school thinks that writing has to be all sophisticated and stuff, so people don't even take my writing seriously. But isn't the whole point of poems to express themselves? Your writing style wouldn't make your message any less valid. Yes, exactly. I like it when it's easy to read, but it hits you hard. Like in this poem, seeing everyone around you do great things can be really disheartening. So I decided to write about it. Yeah, I understand. But the other nice thing about about simple writing is that it puts more weight into wordplay. More weight into wordplay. Fuck. I set up a rhyme for a rhyme at the end, but then make it fall flat on purpose. It helps bring out the feeling in the last line. So you did. I guess it more went into that than I realized. That's what it means to be a pro. I'm glad you learned something. Didn't expect you to that from the youngest one here, did you? Yeah, I guess not. I decided to humor her with that last comment. I don't really care how old everyone is, but if Natsuki's feeling proud, then I won't take that away from her. I don't like Monica that much, so I'm choosing everybody except for Monica. Sorry, guys. This is a good poem, Junie. Are you sure it's your first time? Of course. It's not that good. Am I the kind of guy who would be writing poems in his spare time? I guess you're right, but that's why it impressed me. To be honest, I was afraid you wouldn't do it seriously, or that you wouldn't write one at all. I'm really happy just that you wrote one. It reminds me of how you're really a part of the club now. Not to mention the fact that I'm standing in front of you in the club room. Well, of course. I'm not really into it yet, but that doesn't mean I'll break my promise. See? It's like I said before, Junie. Deep down, you're not selfish at all, you know? Trying new things like this for other people, that's something only really good people can do. Thanks, Sayori. I'm not sure Sayori sees the full picture of my motives here. Then again, I can't deny she's also part of the reasons I joined. Knowing how much this means to her and all, yeah. And I'm gonna make sure you have lots of fun here, okay? That'll be my way of thanking you. Alright, I'm gonna hold you to that at least. Yay! Now, you'll read my poem too, right? Don't worry, I'm really bad at this. Well, we'll see about that. Dear Sunshine, the way you glow through my blinds in the morning makes me feel like you miss me, kissing my forehead to get me out of bed, making me rub the sleepy from my eyes. Are you asking me to come out and play? Are you trusting me to wish away a rainy day? I look above, the sky is blue, it's a secret, but I trust you too. If it weren't for you, I could sleep forever, but I'm not mad. I want breakfast. Honestly, I will say, you can actually see a lot about the characters just from their silly little poems. But yeah, I just realized, because I definitely didn't pay attention to any of this shit back when I played it for the first time, but yeah. It does actually make sense with the characters. Sayori, this is a guess, but did you wait until this morning to write this? No! Just a little bit. You can't answer just a little bit to a yes or no question. I forgot to do it last night. Well, at the very least, at least that makes me feel a bit better about myself. Don't be mean. I still tried my best. Yes. Didn't mean to say that it was a bad poem. It came out nice, or how should I put it? It sounds just like you. Really? Yeah. Especially that last line. I made eggs and toast. Even though you were late to school? It's bad to skip breakfast. I get all cranky. Well, I guess there's no point arguing. Anyways, thanks for showing me. This was so much fun. Monica's the best. Yes. But next time, I won't forget. Yes. And I'm gonna write the best poem ever. Well, I guess I look forward to it. Alright. Just Monica. Hi, Junie. Having a good time so far? Yes. Yay. Good. Great to hear. By the way, since you're new and everything, if you have any suggestions for the clubs, like new activities or things we can do better, I'm always listening. Don't be afraid to bring things up, okay? Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Of course I'll be afraid to break things up. I'm better off just going with the flow until I'm more settled in. Anyways, want to share your poem with me? It's kind of embarrassing, but I guess I have to. Ha! Don't worry, Junie. We're all a bit embarrassed today, you know? But it's that sort of barrier that we learn. It's that sort of barrier that we'll all learn to get past soon. Yeah, that's true. I hand Monica my poem. Great job, Junie. I was going ooh in my head when really reading it. It's really metaphorical. I'm not sure why, but I didn't expect you to go for something so deep. I guess I underestimated you. It's easier for me to keep everyone's expectations low. That way, it always counts when I put in some effort. Huh, that's not very fair. Well, I guess it worked anyways. You know that Yuri likes this kind of writing, right? Writing that's full of imagery and symbolism. Unlike Sayori, who uses simple direct words to describe happiness and sadness, Yuri likes it when readers are left to deprive their own meaning out of it. It's very challenging to write like that effectively, both allowing people to get something out of it just by feel, or letting them analyze all their deeply analyze all their nuances. It can take years of practice, which I'm assuming Yuri has at this point. I never really asked, though. I'm sure I'm nowhere near her level, right? Don't worry about it so much. You do your own thing. Just keep exploring and trying new things. I'm sure I'll end up trying different things a lot. It could take a while before I feel comfortable doing this. That's okay. I love to see you try new things. That's the best way to find the style that suits you. Everyone else might be a little biased towards their own kind of style, but I'll always help you. But I'll always help find what suits you the most. So don't force yourself to write the way everyone wants you to write. It's not like you have to worry about impressing them or anything. Anyways, do you want to read my poem now? Don't worry, I'm not very good. You sound pretty confident for someone who claims to not be very good. Well, that's because I have to sound confident. That doesn't mean I always feel that way, you know? I see. Well, let's read it then. Hole in the wall. It couldn't be me. See the direction the sparkle protrudes. A noisy neighbor, an angry boyfriend. I'll never know. I wasn't home. I peer inside for a clue. No, I can't see. I reel, blind like a film left in the sun. But it's too late. My retina's already scorched with a permanent copy of the meaningless image. It's just a hole. It wasn't too bright. It was too deep, stretching forever into everything. A hole of infinite choices. I realized that I wasn't looking in, I was looking out, and he, on the other side, was looking in. He is us. Anyways, so what did you think? It's very freeform, if that's what you call it. Sorry, I'm not the right person to ask for feedback. It's okay. Yeah, that kind of style got pretty popular nowadays. That is, a lot of poems been putting emphasis on the timing between the words and the lines. My timing between reading this is dog shit. Sorry. Anyways, when performed out loud, it can be really powerful. I'm a failure. Oh, also, hello, welcome to the chat, I guess, or to the stream. I cannot read to save my life. We are literally just doing silly little doki doki stuff. Alright, what was the inspiration behind this one? Well, I'm not sure if I know how to put it. I guess you could say that I had some kind of epiphany recently. It's been influencing my poems a bit. Okay, well... Guys, I also have like an unholy amount of dried mangoes nearby. I look to the side, I'm so tempted to eat it. Anyways. An epiphany? Yeah, something like that. I'm kind of nervous to talk about deep stuff like that because it's kind of coming on strongly. Maybe after everyone's better friends with each other. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of today. Sometimes when you're writing a poem or a story, I'm doing good. Literally, I have nothing else to do today. Well, actually, no, I finished one manga, and then I was like, okay, well, it's either I continuously read and then, like, spend my whole day reading again, or I do a stream, because I was gonna do a stream anyways yesterday, and then I got really tired, so I ended up not doing a stream. So this is, like, kind of my making up for it. Anyways, yeah, that's how my day's going. Sometimes when you're fixated on writing a poem or a story, your brain gets too fixated on one specific point. When you're writing... Fuck, I can't read. Oh. If you try so hard to make it out perfect, then you'll never make any progress. Just force yourself to get something down on the paper and tidy it up later. Another way to think about it is this. If you keep your pen in the same spot for too long, you'll just get a large bottle, a big dark puddle of ink. So just move your hand and go with the flow. That's my advice for the day. Thanks for listening. Phew, I guess that's everyone. I glance around the room. That was a little more stressful than I anticipated. It's as if everyone was judging me for my mediocre writing ability. Yeah, ddlc is a fun game. I enjoy it. That's why I'm playing it again. Anyway. Even if they're just being nice, there's no way my poems can stand up to theirs. That is a literature club after all. Oh, sorry, this is a literature club after all. Fuck, I can't read. I sigh. I guess that's what I end up getting myself into. Across the room, Sayori and Monica are happily chatting. My eyes land on Yuri and Natsuki. They gingerly exchange sheets of paper, sharing their respective poems. As they read in tandem, I watch each of their expressions change. Natsuki's eyebrows furrow in frustration, while meanwhile Yuri smiles sadly. What's with this language? Eh? Did you say something? Oh, it's nothing. Natsuki dismissively returns the poem to the desk with one hand. I guess you could say it's fancy. Ah, thanks. Yours is cute. Cute? Did you completely miss the symbolism or something? It's clearly about the feeling of giving up. How can that be cute? I know that. It just meant the language, I guess. I was trying to say something nice. Eh? You mean you really have to try that hard to come up with something nice to say? I'm gonna romance Yuri. I like Yuri the best. I like Yuri's route the best out of the characters. Natsuki's route is also quite nice, but like more for like a shock factor in my opinion. Oh, also ignore that. Ignore the Kofi bot. It is my timer. Oh, what the fuck? Oh, what the fuck? Oh, I accidentally clicked that. How the fuck did that happen? Anyways, click something and I opened my own stream. That was weird. Very uncomfortable. Don't like that. You mean you have to, anyways, thanks, but it really didn't come out nice at all. Well, I do have a couple of suggestions. If I was looking for suggestions, I would have asked someone who actually liked it. Which people did, by the way. Sayori liked it, and Junie did too. So based on that, I'll gladly give you some suggestions of my own. First of all, excuse me, I appreciate the offer, but I spent a long time establishing my writing style. I don't expect it to change something anytime soon, unless, of course, I come across something particularly inspiring. I'm sorry, I prefer Yuri's route. I think her route's the most fun, especially in the second half of the story. I've played all the routes before, obviously. Not that I can do much with Sayori. But yeah. She's a very popular choice. Anyways. Which I haven't yet. Ugh. And Junie liked my poem too, you know. He even told me he was impressed by it. Natsuki suddenly stands up. Oh, I didn't realize you were so invested in trying to impress our new member, Yuri. Eh? That's not what I meant. You're just... Yuri stands up as well. Maybe you're just jealous Junie appreciates my advice more than he appreciates yours. Ah, how do you know he doesn't appreciate my advice more? Are you that full of yourself? No. If I was full of myself, I would deliberately go out of my way to make everything I do overly cutesy. Is everyone okay? Well, you know what? I wasn't the only one whose boob magically grew a size bigger as soon as Junie started showing up. Natsuki, that's a bit... This doesn't involve you. I don't like fighting, guys. Suddenly, both girls turned towards me as if they noticed that I was standing there. Junie, she's trying to make me look bad. That's not true. She started it. If she could get over herself and learn to appreciate simple... Oh my god, thank you for rating. Hello. I don't know what to say. What are you supposed to say? Oh yeah. I'm Junie. I mostly do art streams, but this is just like exception. Obligatory once a month random game stream. Anyways, hello, welcome to the chat. We are playing ddlc, I think. I have played the game before, but that is not stopping me from playing it again. Wait, how do I... Okay. Shout out. I don't know if Ardor's here right now. Fuck! Why can't I do this shout out? I'm trying my best, I swear! I'm trying to shout you out and I'm failing miserably. Oh wait, actually, hold on. Oh wait, right, I have this command. I totally forgot about it. Here we go. There. That failed. But it's okay. I need to fix the coding on this one. But I failed. But it's okay. I got it. Oh, also thank you for the follow. Anyways, back to this. We're in the middle of those two fighting, I guess. I don't know. Oh, thank you for the follow. Let me just follow you back. Give me 1 second. Boop. Okay. Alright. Anyways, we are going to continue this. Hopefully. Not failing this time. And then this wouldn't happen in the first place. What's the point of making your poems all convoluted for no reason. The meaning should just jump out at the reader and not force them to have it to figure it out. Help me explain that to her, Junie. Wait, there's a reason why we have so many deep and expressive words in our language. It's the only way we can convey complex feelings and meanings the most effectively. Avoiding them is not only unnecessarily limiting yourself, but it's also a waste. You understand that, right, Junie? Okay. Have a good lunch, dinner, breakfast, snack. I don't know what you're eating. But yeah, I'll see you later, maybe. But yeah, I'm gonna continue playing this. Oh, fuck! No, I changed to the wrong model. Okay, back to this one. Okay. Well, okay, that's fine. Yeah, thank you. I will see you guys next time, or eventually one day. Anyways, well, how did I get dragged into this in the first place? It's not like I know how to do anything about writing, but whomever I agree with, they'll probably think more highly of me. So, of course, that's gonna be, guys, I'm biased. Natsuki, you're right that I like your poem, see? Wait, that's not an excuse for you to be so mean. You shouldn't pick a fight just because someone's opinion is different. That's not what happened at all. Yuri wouldn't even take my poem seriously. I understand. Yuri, you're seriously a talented writer. It's no secret I was impressed. Well, but here's the thing. No matter how simple or refined someone's writing style is, they're still putting feelings into it, so it becomes something really personal. That's why Natsuki felt threatened when you said her poem was cute. I see. I didn't notice that. I'm sorry. But, Natsuki, you took it way too far. Yuri means well, and if you just told her how you felt, then this wouldn't have happened in the first place. Are you kidding? That's exactly what I did. It was her that... Natsuki, I think that's enough. You both said some things that you didn't mean. Yuri apologized, so don't you think you should too? Ugh. Natsuki clenches her fist. In the end, no one has taken her side. She's trapped. At this point, being defiant is only because she can't handle the pressure. I end up feeling bad for her. Sometimes when I'm hurt, it helps to take a walk and clear my head. Sayori, she doesn't need to. You know what? I'm gonna do that. It'll spare me from having to look at all your faces right now. Without warning, Natsuki snatches her own poem from the desk and storms out. On her way out, she crumples the poem with her hands and throws it in the trash. Natsuki, she really didn't need to do that. I look across the room. Yuri has her chin buried in her hands while she stares down at her desk. I gingerly approach her and sit next in an adjacent chair. Everything alright? I'm so embarrassed. I'm so embarrassed. I can't believe I acted like that. You probably hate me now. No, Yuri, how could anybody have not gotten frustrated after being treated like that? You handled it as well as anyone could. I don't think any less of you. Well, alright, I believe you. Thanks, Junie. You're too kind. I'm thankful to have you a part of this club now. It's nothing. One more thing. That one thing that Natsuki said about, you know, I would never do anything so shameful. So, what thing did Natsuki say? Well, never mind that. I'm gonna go make some tea. Good idea. Makes it enough for more than one person, okay? Yeah. Who the fuck only makes enough tea for one person? That's crazy. Anyways. Okay, everyone. It's just about time for us to leave. How did you all feel about sharing poems? It was a lot of fun. Well, I'd say it was worth it. It was alright. Mostly. Junie, how about you? Yeah, I'd say the same. It was a neat thing to talk about with everyone. Awesome. Well, in that case, we'll do the same thing for tomorrow. And maybe you'll learn something from your friend. You learn something from your friends too. So your poems will turn out even better. I think to myself, I did learn a little bit more about what the kinds of poems everyone liked. With any luck, that means I can at least do a better job impressing those I want to impress. I nod to myself with newfound determination. Junie, ready to take a walk home? Sure, let's go. Sayori beams at me. It truly has become a while since Sayori and I spent this much time together. I can't really say I'm not enjoying it either. Sayori? About what happened earlier. What do you mean? You know, between Yuri and Natsuki? Does that kind of thing happen often? No. That's really the first time I've seen them fight like that. I promise, they're both wonderful people. You don't hate them, do you? No, I don't hate them. I just wanted your opinion, that's all. I can see why they make such good friends with you. Phew. You know, Ginny, it's nice that I get to spend time with you in the club, but I think seeing you get along with everyone else is what makes me happiest. And I think everyone likes you too. That's it. Every day is gonna be so much fun. It looks like Sayori still hasn't caught onto the situation that I'm in. Sure, being friends with everyone is nice, but does it really need to stop there? Well, see how the future holds, Sayori. I pat Sayori on the shoulder. I said that more to myself than to her, but it's easy to use Sayori as an internal monologue sometimes. Okay. Yeah, let's do this. Wait, chat. Should I try? Should I keep going with Yuri or should I go towards Natsuki this time? Okay, well. Anyways, we are going back. This is just, I guess we'll just continuously play Yuri. Oh my god, it's so dark in my room. Holy shit. What does this one do? Oh, really? Really? You? Not the one that, okay, well, I guess that makes sense. Kind of. Here, let's do two cute ones for my lovely little Natsuki. Another day passes and it's time for the club meeting already. I've gotten a little more comfortable here over the past couple of days. Entering the classroom, the usual scene greets me. Hi, Junie. Yo, Sayori, it looks like you've been in a good mood today. I'm still not used to being you being in the club after all. I see. That's a pretty simple thing to get you in a good mood. But I guess it's always the simple things with you anyways. Speaking of which, I'm kind of hungry. Wait, hold on. Let me just double check something. Tags. What are my tags for this game? Okay. Let me just change my thing. Anyone done anything exciting yet? No, we're still in the first arc of the story. It's pretty long, but it's okay. I just changed the rating for the game because I remember later on. Since I'm going down Yuri's route, it's gonna be a little bit more graphic. Anyways, would you come with me to buy a snack? No thanks. That's not like you at all. I have my reasons. Why don't we take a look around your purse, Sayori? Why that all of a sudden? No reason really. I just wanted to look at it. Ah. Sayori nervously retrieves her coin purse. She fumbles with the latch to get it open. Then she turns it upside down and lets contents spill onto the desk. Only 2 small coins fall out. Ah, I knew it. I can see right through you, Sayori. That's not fair. How did you even know? It's simple. If you had enough money in the first place, you would have brought a snack before coming into the classroom or clubroom. Either you were not hungry or wanted an excuse to take a walk, or you plan to conveniently forget that you spent all your money, so I would lend you some. But there's one more thing. You're always hungry, and so that only leaves one option. Wah, I give up. Don't make me feel guilty. If you feel guilty, that means you deserve to feel guilty. Yuri suddenly giggles. I didn't notice she was listening in. Her face is in her books as always. Ah, I wasn't listening or anything. It was just something in my book. Yuri, tell Junie to let me borrow some money. Don't get me involved like that, Sayori. Besides, you should only buy what you can responsibly afford. And frankly, after pulling that a mischievous stunt like that, your suffering is fair enough retribution. I didn't mean that. I got too absorbed in my book. I really like it when you speak your mind, Yuri. It doesn't happen much, but it's a fun side to you. There's no way you can think that. You're right, though. I did something bad, so I guess I have to accept the revolution? Is that supposed to say resolution? Not revolution, right? I'm not crazy, right? Okay, whatever. Grammar police here. Okay, I'm gonna kill myself. Retribution. That. Still. Oh, okay, that's what it was. Retribution. Still, coming from you, Sayori, I guess there's a little devil inside all of us, isn't there? Don't let her fool you. Sayori knows exactly what she's doing. After all, she told you guys she was bringing me to the club before she even told me. But you wouldn't have come if it weren't for the cupcakes, so I had to trick Natsuki into making them. Come on, give me a little more credit than that, Sayori. Yeah! Out of nowhere, something smacks Sayori in the face and tumbles onto the desk. Ow! What was... A cookie! Sure enough, it's a giant cookie wrapped in plastic. Sayori glances around. Is this a miracle? It's because I paid my restitution. Retribution. Actually, that one almost worked. I was just gonna give it to you, but then I heard you blab about the cupcakes. It was totally worth seeing your reaction, though. Natsuki, that's so nice of you. I'm so happy. Sayori hugs the cookie. Geez, just eat it. Sayori rapidly tears open the wrapper and takes a big bite. So good. Sayori suddenly claps her hand over her mouth. I bit my tongue. You're going through a lot just one cookie. Natsuki takes a bite of her own cookie. Yours look really good too, Natsuki. Can I try it? Jeez. Beggars can't be choosers, but yours is chocolate. Yeah, why do you think I gave you that one? Fine. Still, I think I'm really happy you shared this with me. Sayori gets out of her seat, goes behind Natsuki, then wraps her arm around her. Jeez. I get it. Cookie is still in hand. Natsuki reaches up and nudges Sayori off her. Sayori suddenly leans down to take a bite out of Natsuki's cookie. Hey! Did you seriously just do that? Mouthful, Sayori trots away to safety. Yuri and I laugh as well. Jeez, you're such a kid sometimes. Monica, can you tell Sayori? Natsuki glances around. Monica isn't in the club room. Ugh. Where's Monica anyways? Good question. Have any of you heard about her being late today? Not me. Yeah, I haven't either. That's a bit unusual. I hope she's okay. Of course she's okay. She's probably just had something to do today. She's pretty popular after all. You don't think she has a... I wouldn't be surprised. She's probably more desirable than all of us combined. That's true. Excuse me. Suddenly, the door swings open. Sorry, I'm super sorry. There you are. I didn't mean to be late. I hope you guys weren't worried or anything. Monica chose the club over her boyfriend after all. You're so strong-willed. Boyfriend? What on earth are you talking about? Monica quizzically glances at me. Never mind that. What held you up anyways? Well, my last period today was study hall. To be honest, I kind of just lost track of time. That makes no sense, though. You would have heard the bell ring at least. I must not have heard it since I was practicing piano. Piano? I wasn't aware you played music as well, Monica. I don't really. I just kind of started recently. I've always wanted to learn the piano. That's so cool. You should play something for us, Monica. Monica looks at me. Maybe once I'll get a bit better, I will. Yay! That sounds so cool. I'd also look forward to it. Is that so? In that case, I won't let you down, Ginny. Monica smiles sweetly. I didn't mean to put pressure on you or anything like that. Don't worry. I've been practicing a whole lot recently, and I'd really love the chance to share it once I'm ready. I see. In that case, best of luck. Thanks. I didn't miss anything, did I? No, not really. I chose to leave Sayori's out Sayori's mischievous escapade. I'm sure Natsuki would have ended up complaining to her anyways. Okay. It looks like everyone has already settled down. Sayori somehow already finished her entire cookie. Somehow finish an entire cookie? That is one fucking cookie. I could eat that in 3 bites. Let's be so for real. Unless it's a crumble cookie, then fuck that thing. Yuri is back to a book, and Natsuki disappeared into the closet. Pew 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 pew. Hey, Yuri. Eh? Ah, I suddenly noticed that Yuri is reading a different book than one we've been reading together. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt. No. I was just kind of waiting for you. If that's the case, why don't we go ahead and get started? Yeah, let's. Actually, I have a request. Do you mind if I make some tea first? No, not at all. Thanks very much. If there's one thing that can make my reading time here better, it's a nice cup of tea. Not to mention one for yourself as well. Yuri stands up and makes her way to the closet. I follow and watch as she retrieves the small water pitcher from the shelf, with the kind with a filter inside. Can you hold this for a second? Sure. Yuri hands me the water pitcher and also fetches an electric kettle. I'm gonna plug this in at the teacher's desk, and then we'll go get some water. She walks past me, sets the kettle down on the teacher's desk. I simply watch her movements. To my surprise, the way she moves really contrasts with her speaking mechanisms, especially since, with her long legs, Yuri appears elegant and methodical. Okay, may I have the water pitcher? Thanks, I'll be right back. I might as well walk with you. Yeah, why not? Shall we go then? Yeah. Where are you two off to? Yuri was gonna make some tea, so... I suddenly realized how weird it sounds to explain all this to Monica. We're just filling out the water pitcher. Okay. Sorry, I was just a bit curious. That's kind of a one-person job, isn't it? Monica, please mind your own business for once. Or do you want me to tell you something's wrong with helping involve Junie in club activities? My mouth gapes. I suppose there's something wrong with that. Then let's go, Junie. Yuri quickly leaves the room, and I follow. Oops, fuck. Hold on, I'm trying to full screen this. I've failed. Ignore that. That was awkward. Anyways, Yuri exits the room, and I follow. Once in the hallway, she suddenly puts her forehead against the wall. I spoke without thinking. How could I say something like that? Yuri, something about the way she said that. It made me feel so irritated. What's wrong with me? No, Yuri, I think you did the right thing. I wasn't expecting it, but it's also not right for Monica to judge people like that. Yuri, Junie, fuck. How come whenever I do something bad, you're being so nice to me? Because nothing that you do is as bad as you make it seem in your head. Nobody's perfect. We all have emotions, and we can't hide them anyways. But you always amplify things in your head. Your mind turns into a light rain shower into a hurricane. No. Wouldn't you hate me for something as terrible as that? Why would I hate you? I can't hate someone for having emotions. What kind of friend would you do that? Friend, you say? Yuri lifts her head. Junie, I really like being friends with you. Thanks, Yuri. I like being friends with you too. I feel kind of awkward saying something like that, but I'm doing my best to help Yuri feel better. Anyways, yeah. Shall we go? Yeah. Yuri and I walk to the nearest water fountain. Once we fill up the water pitcher, we return to the classroom. Junie, do you like oolong tea? Yeah. Anything's fine. Very well. Yuri sets the temperature to the kettle to 200 degrees. Now it's time to get the teapot. You really do this properly, don't you? Of course. I shouldn't do anything less when I'm making tea for others, even if I'm not an expert on tea or anything. In that case, you'll be even more impressed. Perhaps I will. Hold on, guys. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna just quickly close my blinds and turn on the lights, because it's getting kind of dark in my room right now. Fuck! Tripped over a bag. Hold on. Succeeded. Also, oh fuck, my money. Oh, I need to go to the bank later. I forgot about that. Anyways, I'll do that later. That has nothing to do with this stream. I just remembered. Anyways, Yuri fetches the teapot and begins measuring the tea leaves. To my surprise, she even starts humming a little to herself. He must be in a good mood now. Is that so? I was just letting it show. And you notice, I was doing a bit of thinking, and I decided that I would try to express myself a bit more. Turns out, it's not really hard for me to do, when it's you who's around anyways. That's great, Yuri. Don't push yourself too much. You're always worrying about me, Junie. It's very endearing. Yuri wasn't kidding. I don't even know if I could keep up with this. I watched Yuri pour a cup of tea for each of us. Junie, I have another request. Do you mind if we sit on the floor today? Why's that? It's a little bit easier on my back. I can read my back against the wall rather than bending over at my desk. Sorry, I didn't realize. No worries. I just have back pain fairly regularly, so I do my best to manage it. Is that so? I wonder why that is. It's most likely because of your posture, right? Always hunched over like that while reading. Yes, I have terrible reading posture, so that's why we should sit on the floor. Fair enough. I'll go ahead and get the book. I retrieved the book from my bag. I have some chocolates as well. It's a bag full of small chocolate candies that I keep hidden from sorority's candy radar. I take it, since it will go well with the tea. Yuri and I sit against the wall, teacups at our side. As if in sync, we assume the same reading posture as last time, each holding one half of the book. Except this time, our bodies are even closer to each other. I can't see too well. Yuri slides closer until our shoulders are touching. How am I supposed to focus on reading like this? Yuri was always kind of cute, but when she's being a little less apprehensive, it's almost like it's almost more than I can handle. Your teacup. Yuri hands me my teacup. Holding it with my hand, that's not even holding the book. I end up in a position that makes it even harder to focus. Because now I need to worry about making sure I don't accidentally touch her chest. Meanwhile, Yuri hasn't noticed a single thing. She wears her intense reading expression, and I can only presume the world around her is fading away. I use all my willpower to focus on reading. After a few minutes, I finally manage to relax a bit. I put the teacup between my legs and fumble with the chocolate wrapper. Sorry. I briefly let go of the book before opening the wrapper. You can have as much as you want. That's okay. I won't take any. Are you sure? Well, if I touch it, then I might get smudges on the page. You're right. I didn't think about that. My bad. No need to apologize. I'll just hold the book, okay? Are you sure? Of course. Yuri opens the book with both hands. She holds it so I don't have a harder time reading from it. But as a result, her left arm is practically resting on top of my leg. Well, in that case, Yuri is totally focused on reading again. I take a chocolate and pop it into my mouth. Then I take another chocolate and hold it up to Yuri. She doesn't even look away from the book. She simply parts her lips as if this situation is perfectly natural. But that means I can't stop here. I apprehensively place the chocolate in her mouth. Just like that, Yuri closes her lips around it. Yuri's expression suddenly breaks. Did I just... Yuri looks at me, like she needs to confirm what just happened. Junie, sorry. I guess I shouldn't have done that. Well, you were just helping. That's something friends do, right? I mean, not really in this kind of context, but yeah. That's all that it was. Yeah, then you don't need to stop or anything. I see. The situation has got really tense. Yuri tries to return to the book, but I can tell just by her expression that she can't focus now. My heart is pounding. I nervously take another chocolate between my fingers, but this time Yuri's eyes meet mine. How did it even come to this? Yuri doesn't avert her gaze. I notice her chest rising and falling to the rhythm of her breaths. I raise my arm. Like before, Yuri parts her lips, but it's different this time. I take the chocolate and place it in her mouth. I feel her hot breath against my fingers. Okay, everyone. Wow. Yuri jolts back. It's time to share our poems. Junie, you can help Yuri put away the tea stuff, right? Yeah, of course. Okay, thanks. The spell is abruptly broken. I'll take care of the cups. Yeah. Yuri picks up the teacups from the floor. I pick up the bag of chocolates. In the end, we both hastily clean up without so much as a word between us. I get the feeling this is something neither of us can have the courage to bring up. Same order as last time? Let's do same order as last time. Yuri. Let's see what you were in for today. Yuri stares at the poem with a surprised expression on her face. Do you like it? Judy, this one might be even better than yesterday's. How did you even pick up on this so quick? Just yesterday I was telling you all the kind of techniques worth practicing. Maybe that's why. You did a good job explaining. I really wanted to try to give it more imagery. Yuri visibly swallows. Even her hands appear sweaty. I'm not used to this. Used to what? I don't know. It's fine. Take your time. Yuri breathes and collects her thoughts. I know that Yuri likes to think before she speaks, so I offer that patience to her. Yeah, just being appreciated like this, I guess. It probably sounds really stupid, but seeing someone more motivated by my writing, it makes me really happy. Are you saying you never shared your writing before? No, Yuri nods. Really? I don't believe it. I only really write for myself. And besides, people would just laugh at me. Do you really think that? Alright, again, Yuri nods. Huh. Even your close friends? Yuri doesn't respond to that. I wonder why. Anyway, do you want to share the poem you wrote today? Yeah, I do. If it's with you. To the raccoon. It happened in the dead of night while I was slicing bread for a guilty snack. My attention was caught by the scuttering of the raccoon outside my window. That was, I believe, the first time I noticed the strange tendencies of as an unordinary human. I gave the raccoon a piece of bread, my subconscious, well aware of the consequences, well aware that the raccoon that is fed will always come back for more. The enticing beauty of my cutting knife was a symptom. The bread, my hungry curiosity, a raccoon, an urge. The moon increments its phase and reflects that much more light off my cutting knife. The same light that glistens in the eyes of my raccoon friend. I slice the bread, fresh and soft. The raccoon becomes excited. Or perhaps I'm merely projecting my emotions onto the newly satisfied animal. The raccoon has taken to following me. I guess you could say that we've gotten used to each other. The raccoon becomes hungry more and more frequently, and so my bread is always handy. Each time I brandish my cutting knife, the raccoon shows me its excitement. A rush of blood, a classic Pavlovian conditioning. I slice the bread and I feed myself again. I was a little more daring with this one than yesterday's. I can see that. It's a lot more metaphorical. I don't know if it's my fault, but I can't begin to imagine what this poem's about. That's right. It's a bit closer to my preferred writing style, using the poem as a canvas to express vivid imagery and conveying emotions through them. Yeah, if I take it at face value, I can't even figure out what it's supposed to mean. Well, I think it's something different everyone can relate to in their own way. I wanted to express it the way it feels to me, to indulge in my more unusual hobbies. It's those sort of things I'm usually forced to keep to myself. So I sometimes enjoy writing about them. Why do you keep them to yourself? Because they're embarrassing and people will make fun of me. Don't you have anything like that, Ginny? Well, yeah, I guess I do. I feel like everyone has something a little like that. The best way we can do is respect each other and our own individualities. Even if it's a little difficult sometimes, then some things make us uncomfortable. After all, if I hadn't learned to embrace my own weirdness, I would probably hate myself. I might be ranting a bit now, but I'm glad you're a good listener. You're good at a lot of things. Writing, listening. There really isn't many people like you, Junie. That's exaggerating a little bit. It's just how I feel. I never thought I would be so comfortable sharing my writing, but now I feel like I'm almost looking forward to it. It's just a really nice feeling. And you're to thank for that. It's nothing, really. Yuri smiles sincerely at me. Just for a moment, her timidness seems to disappear. Yeah, we're just gonna do the same order as last time, guys. Well, I can admit it's better than the last one. It's nice to see you're putting in some effort. That's good. But I still don't like this at all. It's trying too hard to be serious. What do you mean by that? Poems don't need to be all deep sounding to express something. It's going to sound like you're just forcing it, unless you don't really suck at it. Honestly, don't even bother trying writing poems like this unless you're on Yuri's level. Natsuki stopped short all of a sudden. Don't tell me. Eh? You're not just trying to impress Yuri, are you? What are you talking about? And keep your voice down. You know Yuri would love this kind of angsty. Just because she's a talented writer doesn't mean ugh. Looks like I'm in trouble. I somehow struck a nerve, though what I did is beyond me. I'm so done with you. Natsuki shoves the poem I handed her back to me. Take your stupid poem. If you wrote it for someone else, then don't show it to me. Ouch. This was what I get for letting a younger girl step into my business. Unless I was a mind reader, I was destined to be in a world of pain from the start. At least Natsuki wasn't the girl I was trying to impress in the first place. Oh, I didn't get to see her poem. Ooh, I like this one, Junie. It has some nice feelings to it. I'm glad. Does it mean it's better than yesterday's? Let me think about it. I don't know. I guess I like them both. That's not very helpful, you know? Well, I'm not good at figuring out if poems are good or bad, but that's why I go by my heart. If it makes me feel things, then it must be a good poem. I'm not sure how exactly it works. And then again, I guess conveying feelings is a pretty important part of the whole thing. Yeah, maybe. Honestly, I don't even know what kind of writing you like in the first place. Yeah, me neither. Ugh, why don't you at least try giving it some thought? Aw, you want to write something for me? That's so sweet. Yeah, right, but you're always thinking about other people. You need to think about yourself once in a while. If you don't, you'll end up getting hurt at one point. Eh? Well, I don't really know what you mean, but I'll try to keep it in mind. Well, whatever. Anyways, let's see. I guess I really like happy poems. Wait, sometimes I like sad poems too. Sometimes a little bit of both. There's a word for that, right? What's the word I'm looking for? Bittersweet. Yeah, I like things that are happy and things that are sad. Happy and sad? I can't see you liking something sad, Sayori. Well, I like happy the most. But sometimes you have a little rain cloud on your head. A sad poem can help give the little rain cloud a little hug and make a nice happy rainbow. Sorry, that's unexpectedly poetic. It is? Maybe I'm getting better at expressing my feelings after all. Thanks, Junie. I should go write that down then. You can read my poem now, okay? Bottles. I pop off my scalp like the lid of a cookie jar. It's a secret little place where I keep all my dreams. Little balls of sunshines all rubbing together like bundles of kittens. I reach inside with my thumb and forefinger and pluck one out. It's warm and tingly, but there's no time to waste. I put it in a bottle to keep it safe. I put the bottle on a shelf with all the other bottles. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts. Happy thoughts in a bottle, all in a row. My collection makes me a lot of friends. Each bottle is starlight to make amends. Sometimes my friend feels a certain way. Down comes a bottle to save the day. Night after night, more dreams, friend after friend, more bottles. Deeper and deeper my fingers go, like exploring a dark cave, discovering secrets hiding in the nook and crannies, digging and digging, scraping and scraping. I blow off my bottle caps. It doesn't feel like time elapsed. My shelf could use some more. My friends look through my locked front door. Finally, I'm all alone. I open up, and in come my friends. They come in a hurry. They want my bottle so much, I frankly put them off the shelf, one after the other, holding them out to each and every friend, each and every bottle, but every time I let one go, it shatters against the tile between my feet. Happy thoughts, happy thoughts, happy thoughts and shards all over the floor. They were supposed to be my friends who aren't smiling. They're all shouting, pleading, something. But all I hear is echo, echo, echo inside my head. I think she's dying soon. Holy crap. Sorry, did you really write this? Of course I did. Didn't I tell you yesterday I was going to write the best poem ever? Yeah, but I didn't expect something like this coming from you. Monica taught me a whole lot, and I've been really in touch with my feelings recently. I see that. It's almost kind of creepy. Creepy? Well, not exactly. Maybe I'm just used to you being so cheerful. Well, never mind. I'm thinking too hard about that. The point is, it came out good, and you should be proud of it. Aw, thanks. I feel like I was meant to express myself this way, even if it helps me express my own feelings a bit. Writing is like magic. You've gotten pretty passionate about this, huh? I hope you keep it up. Yeah, writing is the best. I'm gonna keep writing until I die. Don't get too ahead of yourself. Sayori's always had this habit of getting obsessed with something and then dropping it a week later. I wonder if this is one of those times. But seeing the passion in her eyes makes it hard for me to be pessimistic. Okay, well, I guess. Hi again, Judy. How's the writing going? Alright, I guess. I'll take that. As long as it's not going to be bad. I'm happy you're applying yourself. Maybe soon you'll come up with a masterpiece. I wouldn't count on that. You never know. Want to share what you wrote today? Sure, here you go. I give my poem to Monica. Alright, this one's good. It feels like you're not the only one getting more comfortable with your style, but the imagery's better than the last one I read. I was wondering, but have you been finding inspiration in Yuri's writing style? I guess so. You can't deny that she's talented. Yeah, totally. I think her poems are the most romantic. That's the best way to describe it. She's like a totally different person when she picks up a pen. I noticed that too. Or when she's talking about literature, it's like a light turns on inside of her. Sadly, it's hard to get much more personal conversation out of her. Trust me, I've tried. Who knows what goes on inside that head of hers. Hold on, I'm trying to clean my glasses. Okay. I hope you don't mean that in a bad way. No, of course not. It just meant that I wish she didn't keep so much to herself. Meow meow. But still, defending her like that, you must be pretty into her. Eh? You completely misunderstood. Calm down, I'm just kidding. And besides, I'm pretty sure she already got a boyfriend. Wait, really? Yeah, a fictional one anyways. Monica kind of whispers that last part to me. It's just a hunch, but, well, there's not really anything wrong with that. Oh well, I know. I was just saying. But anyways, you want to read my poem now? I like the way this one turned out, so I hope you do too. Alright, let's take a look. Save me. The colors, they won't stop. Bright, beautiful colors. Flashing and expanding, piercing. Red, green, blue, an endless cacophony of meaningless noise. The noise that won't stop. The violent, grating waveforms, squeaking, screeching, piercing, sine, cosine, tangent, like playing a chalkboard on a turntable, like placing a vinyl on a pizza crust. An endless poem of meaningless load of me. Huh. It's even more abstract than your last one. Huh. I guess it's just the way I write. Sorry if you don't like it. No, I never said that. It's just the kind of thing I've never really seen before, I guess. I kind of like playing with my space on the paper. Choosing where and how to space your word can totally change the mood of the poem. It kind of reminds me of, like, coding. It's almost like magic. The way I write, the lines make really short, make it feel like they're trying to speak over the noise. I see. It's still hard for me to tell what it's about, though. Sometimes asking what a poem is about isn't the right question. A poem can be abstract as a physical expression of a feeling, or a conversation with the reader. So putting it that way, not every poem is about something. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. Sometimes you'll find yourself facing a difficult decision. When that happens, don't forget to save your game. You never know what happens when you might change your mind, or when something unexpected might happen. Wait, is this tip even about writing? What am I even talking about? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Yeah, you can see how she's like slowly breaking the wall here. Okay everyone, we're all done reading each other's poems, right? I have something extra planned for today, so if everyone could come sit in the front of the room. Is it about the festival? Well, sort of. Ugh, did we really have to do something for the festival? It's not like we can put anything together, anything good in a few days. We'll just end up embarrassing ourselves instead of getting new members. That's a concern of mine as well. I don't really do well with last minute preparation. Don't worry so much. We're going to keep it simple, okay? We won't need that more than a few decorations anyway. Sarah has been working on posters, and I've designed some pamphlets we can give out during the event. Okay, that's great and all, but that doesn't tell us what we're actually doing for the event. Sorry, I thought you already heard about it already. We're going to be performing. Performing? Monica, yeah, we're going to have a poetry performance. Each of us are going to choose a poem to recite during the event. But the cool part is we're going to let anyone else come up with recite poems too. Sayori's putting on the posters in case anyone wants to prepare ahead of time. Sayori, who's been coloring a poster, holds it up for us to see. Are you kidding me, Monica? You didn't already start putting up those posters, did you? Well, I did. Do you really think it's that bad of an idea? Well, no, it's not bad of an idea. I just didn't sign up for this, you know? There's no way I'm going to be performing in front of a group of people like that. I agree with Natsuki. I could never, in my life, do something like that. Imagining it, Yuri shakes in fear. Guys, no, Sayori, I understand where they're coming from. Remember that Natsuki and Yuri has never shared their poems with anyone until just a couple days ago. It's a lot to ask for them to recite their poems out loud to an entire audience. I guess I kind of overlooked that. I'm so sorry. But I still think we should give it our best. We're the only ones responsible for the fate of the club. If we start the event and each put on a good performance, then it will inspire others to do the same. And more people will perform, and the better will be to show everyone what literature is all about. Yeah, it's all about expressing your feelings and being intimate with yourself, finding new horizons, and having fun. That's right. And it's one of those reasons that we are all in this club today. Don't you want to share that with the others to inspire them to find the same feelings that brought you here in the first place? I know you do. I know we all do. And if that's what, if all that takes is standing in front of the room for 2 minutes and reciting a poem, then I know you can do it. Natsuki and Yuri remain silent. Sayori looks worried. I guess that leaves me no choice. I agree. I don't think it's too much to ask. I think Sayori and Monica have been really trying really hard to get new members. The least we can do is help them out a little bit. Well, maybe, but it looks like Natsuki doesn't have any argument left. Ugh. Okay, fine. I guess I'll just have to get this over with. Alright. Phew. Thanks, Natsuki. What about you, Yuri? Yuri dejectedly glances around everyone's expectant faces. Ugh. I guess I don't really have a choice. Ha! That's everyone. You're the best, Yuri. This club is seriously gonna be the death of me. Oh gosh. You're gonna be fine, Yuri. But anyways, let's move on to the main event. I want each of you to choose a poem of yours. We're gonna practice reciting them in front of each other. No way! Monica, this is too sudden. Well, if you can't recite your poem in front of the club, how do you expect to do it in front of strangers? Oh no. Don't worry. I'll start off to help everyone become more comfortable. Can I go next? Of course. Now let's see. Monica flips through her notebook to a specific poem she has in mind for herself. Then she stands behind the podium. The title of this poem is The Way They Fly. Ahem. Monica begins reciting her poem. Her clear, confident voice fills the room. More than that, her inflection is pristine. She knows exactly how to apply emotion behind each line she recites, bringing the voice to life. Is this something she's done before, or is she simply a natural? I glance around me. Everyone has their eyes on Monica. Sayori looks amazed. Yuri has an intense expression on her face that I don't understand. Finally, Monica finishes the recitation. The four of us applaud. Monica takes a breath and smiles. That was so good, Monica! Yeah, thank you so much. I was hoping to set a good example. Are you ready to go next, Sayori? I'll go next. Wow, Yuri's fired up all of a sudden. Yuri clutches a piece of paper between her hands and stands up. Keeping her head down, she walks quickly over to the podium. This poem is called... Yuri anxiously glances at each of us. You can do it, Yuri. It's called Afterimage of a Crimson Eye. Yuri's voice shakes as she reads the poem. Just a moment ago, she practically refused to do this. Why is she suddenly putting in so much effort? Yuri gets past the first couple of lines, her voice changes. It's almost like what happens when Yuri gets absorbed into her books. Her quivering voice words transform into sharp syllables of a fierce and confident woman. The poem is full of twists and turns in the structure, and she enunciates with perfect timing. There must be a glimpse of into the whirling fire Yuri keeps concealed in her head. Suddenly, she's finished. Everyone is stunned. Yuri snaps back to reality and glances around her, as if she's bewildered, even herself. It's up to me to save the situation. I'm the first one to start applauding. Everyone joins me afterwards. We give Yuri the recognition she deserves. It's not that we didn't want to applaud her, but we were so off guard that we might have forgotten. As we applaud, Yuri holds the poem to her chest and rushes back to her seat. Yuri, that was really good. Thank you for sharing. Looks like Yuri is down for the count. Okay, I guess I'm next then. Sayori hops out of her chair and cheerfully walks to the podium. This one's called My Meadow. Ah. Sorry, I giggled. Sayori, that's a lot harder than I thought. How did you guys do it so easily? Try not to think about it like you're reciting to other people. Imagine you're reciting to yourself, like in front of a mirror or in your own head. It's your own poem, so it'll come out best that way. I see. Okay then. Saori begins her poem. Somehow it feels like her soft voice was made as a perfect match. The poem isn't aimlessly cheery as Saori is. It's serene and bittersweet. If I were to read this on paper, I wouldn't think much of it. But hearing it come out of Saori's voice gives it a whole new meaning. But maybe this is what Saori meant when she said she likes my poems. It's like I get to reach more deeply into someone who I thought I knew through and through. Saori finishes, we applaud. I did it! Good job, Saori. Even Junie liked it. I guess it's a good sign. What does that even mean? It came out nicely, Saori. The atmosphere of the poem fits you really nicely. But it might be that the other poems wouldn't work quite as well with this kind of delivery. I don't really understand. In other words, I've seen the poem of yours where that sort of gentle delivery wouldn't work as well. They might need a little bit more force behind them, depending on what you're reading. Oh, I know what you mean. I've been practicing that sort kind of thing. It's just embarrassing to do it in front of everyone. Then next time, I'm going to make you pick a poem that challenges you even a bit more. We don't have that time before the festival, you know? Okay. Oh, now who's next? Natsuki? Don't make me go before Junie. It's not like I can compare with you guys anyways. Might as well let Junie lower everyone's standards before I have to do it. Natsuki. It's fine. I might as well get this over with. But it's not like I have much of a selection on what to read. I'll just go with what I wrote for today. I stand up and step in front of the podium. Everyone has their eyes on me, making me feel terribly awkward. I recite my poem. Since I'm not exactly confident in my own writing, it's hard to put energy into it. Despite that, once I finish, I receive applause anyways. Sorry, I'm not good as everyone else. Don't worry about it so much. I think it's less about your ability and more about your lack of confidence in your writing. That's something that'll improve over time, though. Yeah, maybe. Alright then. If that just leaves you, Natsuki. Yeah, I'm going. Natsuki begrudgingly gets out of her seats and makes her way to the podium. The poem is called... Why are you guys all looking at me like that? Just because you're presenting. Ugh. Anyways, the poem is called Jump. Natsuki takes a deep breath. When she starts reciting her poem, her sour attitude disappears a little. While she's a little unenthused, her poem has a rhythm and a rhyme to it. That's Natsuki's trademark style. It goes surprisingly well with the smoke when spoken out loud. Sorry, I'm trying to clean my glasses right now, so I'm like squinting. So my model looks like his eyes are closing, but like I swear, my eyes are open. The words feel like they bounce up and down. It's giving life to the poem. Natsuki finishes, and everyone applauds. She helps him back to her seat. That wasn't that so bad, was it? Easy for you to say. You better not make me do that again. Well, do you at least feel prepared enough to recite a poem in front of other people? I mean, doing it in front of other people would be way easier. I could put whatever face I want for other people, but when it's just my friends, it's embarrassing. That's a surprise, Natsuki. I think it would be the other way around for me. Well, that's just how it is, so... Well, I guess in that case, you won't have much to worry about for the festival. That said, I want everyone to thank everyone for coming through. It might be hard, but I hope that all of you have an idea of what it's like now. Make sure you pick a poem and have enough practice before the festival, okay? I'll be making pamphlets, so let me know ahead of time what you'll be reciting. Jeez. I should probably find some other poem to recite instead. That's fine too. It doesn't have to be your own. I'm already pleasantly surprised that you're all putting in all this effort for the club. It makes me really happy. No problem. Okay, everyone, I think that's about it for today. I know the festival's coming up, but let's try to write poems for tomorrow as well. It's been working out really nicely so far, so I'd like to continue that. As for the festival, we'll finish planning tomorrow, and then we'll have the weekend to prepare. Monday's the big day. I can't wait. So this is like this is like barely happening over a week, is it, right? Hello, August. Hello. Also, welcome. Who got you playing this? I remembered that I used to play this when I was younger, so I was like, I'm gonna go play it again. But yes, welcome back. And yeah, we are, I think, nearing the end of the first arc of the story. I think. Alright. But yeah, I stand up. There's no way I can find the same enthusiasm as Saori and Monica, but I'll do my best to get through it. If it's for the sake of the club and impressing Monica, then I'll have to do my best. Ready to go, Saori? Yep. Look at you two, always going home together like that. It's kind of adorable, isn't it? Heh. Jeez, guys, don't make such a big deal out of it. It must be a little nice, though. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? It's okay, Junie, you don't have to say it. Whatever, let's just go already. I walk home with Sayori once more. Even though it's only been a few days, a lot of things have changed. But today, Sayori's being a little quieter than usual on the way home. Hey, Sayori. Sorry, I was spacing out. No wonder. I was thinking about something from earlier. It's like how we get to, Sayori fumbles with her words. So let's just say that one day Yuri asks to walk home with you. Huh? What would you do? What kind of question is that? You're kind of putting me on the spot here. Sayori, you're really thinking I would ditch you for Yuri? But she's so beautiful and smart. Jeez. I already see her in the club art all day. Besides, you already seem, you really like, guys, I can't read! You watched ddlc playthroughs like 3 times? Yeah, I've played through, like, all the routes before. So, I get it. Hold on. I'm getting an unholy amount of pings right now. Okay. I wouldn't ruin that just for you. I literally cannot read honestly, I can't read. I might as well actually get into a literature club. No, I'm in the anime club at school, guys. Anyways. Okay, back to this. You're so silly, Junie. You think about me so much sometimes. Yuri would deserve it if she wanted it. So, Sayori, I've already made up my mind. I really can't figure you out sometimes. Sorry. Besides, what's the point in speculating something that's never gonna happen? The conversation trails off. It's kind of a weird thing for Sayori to care so much about. But I want to respect her and keep her happy too. Then again, the festival's only a few days away anyways. Who knows what will happen in that time? Alright, guys. We're going back to love. We're just gonna go for Yuri, guys. I don't know. Haha, cute. Okay, whatever. I think I got mostly Yuri. Oh man, I'm the last one here again. Don't worry, I just walked in too. Were you practicing piano again? Yeah. You must have had a lot of determination. Starting with this club and now picking up piano. Well, maybe not determination, but I guess passion? Remember that the club won't be here if it weren't for all of you. And I'm super happy you're all willing to help me out for this festival too. I can't wait for the festival. It's gonna be so great. Were you complaining about it yesterday, Natsuki? Well, yeah. I'm not talking about our part of the festival. It's just the whole day of school, the school where we get to play and eat all the kinds of delicious food. You sound a little bit like Sayori all of a sudden. Monica, do they usually have fried squid? Squid? That's a pretty specific thing to look forward to. Oh, come on. Are you saying you don't like squid? You, of all people? I didn't say I didn't like it. Besides, what do you mean you of all people? Because it's right in your name. Monica. Is that how you say my name at all? Also, that joke makes no sense in translation. Never mind. Just focus on our own event now for now, okay? Fine. Your reactions aren't as fun as Yuri or Sayori's anyways. Excuse me? Where's Sayori anyways? Oh, there you are. Sayori is sitting at the desk in the corner of the room, looking down at nothing. I walk over to her. Hey, Sayori. I wave my hand in front of her face. You were spacing out again. Sorry. Huh? Is everything alright? Oh, of course. Why wouldn't it be? It just feels like you're a little off. Sorry for assuming things. Jeez, you worry so too much about me. I'm fine, see? Sayori shows me a big smile. Don't let me distract you from having fun with everyone. Well, alright. If you say so. I worriedly glance at Sayori before turning her back towards everyone else. I will say, I feel like MC is a little bit oblivious, but whatever. What am I gonna do? But the conversation has already dispersed with everyone back at their usual activities. Maybe I should ask Monica if she noticed anything about Sayori recently. Since they've been preparing for the festival, they might be spending a lot of time together. I timidly approach Monica, who's shuffling through some paperwork at her desk. Jeannie, what's up? Hey, this might sound a little strange, but have you noticed anything up with Sayori recently? Anything up with her? In what way do you mean? Maybe I'm reading a little too much into it, but she seems a little downcast today. Oh, you think so? I can't say I noticed anything about her. Monica peers across the room at Sayori, who's idly dragging a rubber eraser up and down her desk. Maybe there's something on her mind. I'm surprised I'm not the one asking you, Ginny. You certainly know her a lot better than I do. But she's never really like this. Oh, fuck. I don't have another hat. Shit, you know what? Here, I'll give you guys another, Where are you? There we go. Now we have an extra... I think we're just gonna keep stamping, stupid little rats. Yeah, this is my life decision. I'm sorry, I don't have another hat. I didn't put the hotkeys for this model. I have it for the other one. My bad. I don't know why. Okay, I didn't know that you could toggle. You did do the toggles before when I was making this model, so you know that's why. But I should make a ratatouille. What do you mean by that? What do you mean by a ratatouille? Where's controlling my hair? I don't actually have a rat though. Oh, I guess I could make that. I don't want to draw that though. I'm too lazy. Anyways, maybe one day if I feel like it. She's always talked to me about things that bothered her, but this time when I asked her, she was really dismissive. Sorry, I know it's not your problem. I just wanted to let you know if you knew anything, so I'll drop it now. No, it's important to me too. I mean, I'm also friends with her, and I also care about the well-being of my club members, you know? Maybe I'll try talking to her myself. Are you sure about that? She seemed like she wanted to be left alone. Are you sure? Maybe she has a hard time bringing it up with the person of interest. Person of interest? What do you mean by that? I'm saying maybe the thing on her mind is you, Junie. Me? How on earth would you come to that conclusion? Well, I probably shouldn't say too much, but Sayori talks about you more than anything else, you know? Eh? She's been so much happier since she joined this club. It's like an extra light has turned on inside of her. What? No way. Sayori's always been like that. She's always full of sunshine. It's not any different from how it's always been. You're so funny, Junie. Have you thought maybe you've always seen her so cheerful because that's just how she is around you? Ah, I've said too much. I'm sorry, what do I know anyways? I didn't mean to jump to conclusions, so you should just forget about what I said. I'll try to talk to her, so try not to think about it for now. Ah, alright. Monica smiles meaningfully. I know she said to forget it, but I already know that I wouldn't be able to get her words out of my head. Monica stands up at her desk and walks past the room to where Sayori is sitting. I watch her kneel down to Sayori and gently talk to her, but she's keeping her voice low so I can't hear her from here. I sigh and sit myself down. I know Sayori told me not to worry about her and have fun with everyone else, but that's impossible to do when she's behaving like this. Exactly how much do I care about her that I'm letting this weigh down on me so much? Now, it feels like I'm the one behaving out of the ordinary, but there's nothing I can do besides wait for Monica. Why did it feel like I'm the one I'm being watched? I glance around the room. Suddenly, I notice Yuri peering up from over her book. She looks away just as quickly with a flustered look on her face. I realize she won't get anywhere like this. I never really saw Yuri approach anyone or start conversation on her own accord. So I have no choice but to approach her on myself. But now it's a bit easier for me to do that. I stand up from my desk and sit in one next to hers. I didn't mean to bother you or anything. Relax, you didn't even do anything. But, you winning? Am I winning? I don't know, man. Probably. I could tell you, you want to be alone with your thoughts. Alone with my thoughts? How are you even able to tell I was thinking that? Well, it's something I do a lot, so it wasn't hard for me to spot based on your posture and expression. Not that I was staring or anything. I didn't do anything creepy like that. In any case, I guess you were right. I'm sorry if I caused you any concern. Don't apologize. Your troubles are the only concern for those who are willing to share that are concern of those who are willing to share in that concern. Of course, we're pretty much at the end of the first arc of the story. Soon, once the weekend passes, I think. There are certainly those who find most comfort in keeping to themselves, but if you would prefer to share what's on my mind, then I'd be glad to listen. It's really not that big of a deal. I was just feeling a little uneasy about Sayori. Sayori? Yeah, she seems a little off today, but when I asked her about it, she didn't want to admit it to me. I can't help but wonder if something happened to her. Oh, that's quite romantic. Eh? Sorry, I didn't mean to say something so stupid. It's not that I wanted you to misunderstand. Sayori and I have just been friends for a really long time after all. Ah, I see. Then perhaps it's unusual for her to be dismissive to you about her feelings. Or maybe I'm just reading into it too much. Junie, the world is full of meanings, and often hidden beneath plain sight. And there are so many untold mysteries behind every person, no matter how well you think you know them. Ah, so you think that there might be something behind it after all? I think Sayori is a really complex person. Her mannerism on the outside doesn't always match what's maybe going on inside her head. And she may not always know what she wants. I noticed her strange behavior today too. I also feel some concern for her. But in your case, it looks like she was fully occupying your thoughts, wasn't she? Well, I guess that was the case. Sayori, she really means a lot to you, doesn't she? Well, I guess, but you don't need to put it that way. We're just good friends after all. Yuri suddenly looks deeply into my eyes. Her expression is gentle and curious, as if she was searching for something. Embarrassed, I avert my gaze. Sometimes a person's mysteries are untold, even to themselves. And you, as someone honest and caring, may uncover feelings you weren't aware were inside of you. And that is, I think that she would be a very fortunate person to have you feel that way about her. Yuri, you're giving me too much credit. I'm a pretty simple guy, so I think I'm pretty good at understanding my own feelings. I'm not nearly as sophisticated as you are. Ah, that's not a compliment, is it? It is what it is. Anyways, as long as we're here, why don't we do some reading? Well, as long as you're okay with it. Yeah, I should be taking my whole mind off of this whole thing anyways. Okay, everyone. After some time passes, Monica calls out to the club room. Why don't we share our poems now? Before I know it, everything is back to normal. Everyone goes to retrieve their poems, and I do the same. I make eye contact with Monica. She smiles at me. I wonder what she's talking about with Sayori. Same order as last time, chat. Junie, your writing has only improved these past few days. Every poem you showed me has been nothing short of spectacular. I could really feel the emotions, and I'm a little envious even. I don't think it ever came to me this naturally. Yuri, that's the wrong way to put it. This has never come naturally to me. I've been able to improve so much thanks to you. You're really the example I was chasing after. Is that so? Yuri gently smiles to herself. This feeling, I'm so glad I got the chance to share my writing. I never thought I would feel like this. I remember you mentioning that yesterday. I can't believe you're so good at something you never even shared with anyone. It's kind of a shame. Maybe, but it's not like I really had a choice. What do you mean? Well, Yuri smiles sadly. Junie, during lunchtime, I eat by myself. Do you know that? It's a great time to find a quiet spot and do some reading. In fact, I always have some books with me. You could say I really enjoy reading. Well, that's one way to put it anyways. But books are full of amazing and inspiring people. People you want to fall in love with. Or people you would know would make a really good friend. Cheerful people who always put a smile to your face. Or deep thinkers or problem solvers who discover mysteries of life. So when you look at it that way, I'm surrounded by friends every day, you know? And those friends don't laugh at me. They don't tease me for spacing out all the time. They don't make fun of my body type. And they don't hate me for acting like a know-it-all. People say that about you. I'm not a know-it-all, Junie. It's the opposite. I don't know anything. I don't know how to talk to people. I don't know how to make people see me as normal. I don't know how to make myself happy. I have all these feelings, and all I can do with them is read and write. But it wasn't until now that I started sharing with you that I really understood what I was missing all this time. But I really haven't done anything. No, that's wrong. Just being patient and respectful. That's really important to me. You know, I know I'm a difficult person, Junie. I speak too slowly. I second guess myself all the time. I read too deeply into things. But every time, you've always treated me like everyone else. It's so rare that I feel comfortable with myself when I talk to others. But that's why every time I talk to you, I just feel really happy. I see. Well, I treat you how you deserve to be treated, Yuri. And if other people don't see it that way, then screw them. I mean, I joined this club hoping I would make friends, and I would say at least I had one success, wouldn't you? If you put it that way, yeah. We're really friends now, aren't we? Yuri puts her head in her hands, but this time she's smiling as she does it. Do you want to show me your poem? Yeah, I do. Let me get it for you. Ghost Under the Light Part 2. The tendrils of my hair illuminate beneath the amber glow, bathing. In the distance, the green light flickers. A lone poem across whoa, I cannot read. Holy shit. A lone figure crosses its path, a silhouette obstructing the eerie glow. My heart pounds. The silhouette grows closer and closer. I open the umbrella, casting a shadow to shield me from visibility, but I'm too late. He steps into the street light. I gasp and drop my umbrella. The light flickers. My heart pounds. He raises his arms. Time stops. The only indication of movement is its amber light flickering against his outstretched arms. The flickering light is his rhythm with the pounding of my heart, teasing me for succumbing to this forbidden emotion. Have you heard of a ghost feeling warmth before? Giving up on understanding, I laugh. Understanding is overrated. I touch his hand. The flickering stops. The ghosts are blue-green. My heart is amber. Finishing the poem, I hand it back to Yuri, but instead of taking it from me, she looks away. Do you dislike it? No, of course not. I just don't really know how I should respond. Despite Yuri's poems usually being cryptic, it wasn't hard to figure out what this one's about. I don't know if I'll be able to explain this one. That's fine. I understand this one. Yuri's having an even harder time speaking than usual. Does this one mean a lot to you? Yuri nods. I'm not really good with words, but I'm happy that you shared it with me. So thank you, and I hope we keep spending time together. Despite my inability to make eye contact, I feel a faint smile emerge from Yuri's lips. I once again hand the poem back to her, but instead Yuri takes my hand and pushes them back towards me. I hesitate in response to her warm touch. The poem is, once again, Yuri fails to form a complete sentence. You mean I can keep it? Yuri nods. I'd love to. Again, Yuri faintly smiles as if she doesn't want me to notice. You always make me feel nice. I know I'm not good with people, but I hope that I can return the favor sometimes. Yeah, don't worry. I think you'll do a good job. Yuri finally turns her back towards me. I guess we should move on before Monica says something, but I'm sure we can talk again later. Yeah, I'm sure we will. With that, Yuri smiles at me, and I return to my seat so I can put her poem away. Yeah, no thanks. You didn't even... Next. Cool, appreciate it. It's nice, I guess. Come on, I can already tell you don't like it. Well, you don't need to worry about what I think. After all, you wrote this for someone else, didn't you? Probably Yuri. I didn't write it for anyone specifically, maybe. That's not really what I meant, though. But it's okay. You're making new friends, just like I was hoping. That makes me really happy. And you're happy too, right? In this club? Well, of course I am. Good. That's all that matters to me. Thank you, Judy. Sayori, is there something wrong? Huh? No, nothing. I'm just a little tired today. Alright, just tell me if you need anything. I will. Don't worry about me, okay? You can go play with everyone else now. If you insist. Yay! I'm going home a little bit earlier than usual today. Sayori, tell Monica I wasn't feeling well, okay? See you tomorrow! Before I can say anything, Sayori cheerfully walks out the classroom, humming to herself. Hi, Junie. Have you thought about what you wanted to submit to the performance at the festival? Well, being in this club is one thing, but performing in front of a bunch of people, I'll have to give it some more thought. Okay, no pressure, but whatever you say, but whatever you do, I'm sure it'll turn out great. It would also make me happy to see. Anyways, let's take a look at today's poems. Sure. I let Monica take the poem I'm holding in my hand. Your style has gotten so refined, Ginny. Yuri's has been teaching a lot of... Yuri, what the fuck? Sorry, I'm trying to figure something out right now. Yuri's... I can't read. Yuri's been teaching you a lot of things, hasn't she? Well, I guess so. Yeah, I've been noticing how much time you spent with her. I think I've heard her say more words in the past couple of days than she's talked in the whole year. I'm not sure how you did it, but that's pretty impressive. Well, she needs some patience and a way to talk around things inside her head, I guess. And getting the hang of myself. You're certainly putting in a lot of effort. You must really like her. It's awfully suspicious, you know, spending time with her in a club room every day, reading that edgy novel with her. Well, I just feel bad she has a hard time socializing. It makes me want to make sure she doesn't spend all her time alone. Besides, the novel isn't that bad either. Alright, I get you. Just be careful, alright? I know that Yuri isn't used to opening herself up, so if something bad happens while she's vulnerable, then it could be really hard for her. Her books aren't a total escape from reality. They're just a bandage. You say that like I'm gonna hurt her. Sorry, I didn't mean that. If anything, she might accidentally hurt herself. Anyway, I'll share my poem with you now, okay? Alright. The Lady Who Knows Everything. An old tale tells of a lady who wanders Earth, the lady who knows everything. A beautiful lady who has found every answer, all meaning, all purpose, all that was ever sought. And here I am, a feather. Lost adrift, the sky, a victim of the current winds. Day after day I search with little hope, knowing the legends don't exist. But when all else fails me, when others have turned away, the legend is all that remains. The last dim star glimmering in the twilight sky. Until one day the wind ceases to blow, I fall. And I fall and fall and I fall even more, gentle as a feather, dry as a quill, expressionless. But a hand catches me between the thumb and forefinger, the hand of a beautiful lady. I look into her eyes and find no end to her gaze. The lady who knows everything knows what I'm thinking. Before I can speak, she responds in a hollow void. I found every answer, all which amount to nothing. There is no meaning, there is no purpose. We seek the impossible. I am not your legend does not exist. And with a breath, she blows me back afloat, and I pick up a gust of wind. You know, I feel like learning and looking for answers are the sort of things that give life meaning. Not to get too philosophical or anything, but it was just kind of on my mind, so that's what I wrote about. I see. I never really put much thought into it. In a way, it's almost paradoxical, because if we had all the answers, wouldn't the world start to lose all meaning? You know, there's one thing I noticed. It seems like everyone in the club prefers writing about things that are more sad than happy. Are you surprised? I mean, if everything was okay, we wouldn't really have anything to write about, would we? Humans are two-dimensional creatures. I think you would know that better than anyone else. You mean one-dimensional? One-dimensional. Yeah, that. Anyways, here's Monica's writing tip of the day. If you ever feel to write, try to share your writing because you're afraid of that not good, it can be really disheartening to get a lukewarm response to something you put so much into. But if you find other people who enjoy writing, then sharing becomes a lot easier. Because instead of just telling you that your writing's good or okay or bad, you'll want to focus more on everything that went into it and the things you can work on. It's much more encouraging that way, and it'll make you want to keep improving. It's almost like having your own little literature club, don't you think? That's my advice for today. Thanks for listening. Okay, you three, we're all done sharing poems, right? Why don't we all start figuring out... Hold on a second. Is it just me, or did you say something strange right now? Eh? Something sounds a bit unusual. That's right. You deviated from your usual catchphrase when dressing the club. Catchphrase? I don't have a catchphrase. Jeez. Why is the mood so weird today? Look, even Yuri isn't immune to it. Stagnating air is common foreshadowing that something terrible is about to happen. That's crazy. There is so much random foreshadowing in the text that I never read because I always fucking skip through the text. That's crazy. Anyways. In your books, maybe. Look, there's something different. The only difference is that Siri isn't here. It seems you're right. Sayori's always helped lighten the mood a bit, didn't she? It's almost as if everyone's balance is thrown off when she's not around. Where the heck did she run off to anyways? I thought she went to pee. Natsuki, please show some decency. Oh, come on. Actually, she wasn't feeling so well and went home early today. Is that so? I hope she's alright. Seriously? Of all times to not go home with her, you pick the time when she's not feeling well? So much for you two being all lovey-dovey. No. First of all, stop misunderstanding my friendship with Sayori. And second, she's kind of been avoiding me today, so I didn't want to force it. Ho? Not a curious expression coming from Yuri of all people. Calm down, guys. I talked to her earlier and everything is fine. What did she say? Anyways, we need to figure out the rest of the festival preparations, so let's decide what everyone will be doing this weekend. I already know what I'm doing. That's right. Natsuki will be making cupcakes, but we might need a lot of them, and different flavors. Can you handle all of that by yourself, Natsuki? Challenge accepted. As for myself, I'm going to be printing and assembling all poetry pamphlets. Sayori will be helping me design them. And as for Yuri, you can, guys, can you help me come up with something for Yuri? I'm useless. No, that's not it at all. You're the most talented person here, you know? No, Natsuki's pouting too. Jeez, even I can tell now. I guess I never gave Sayori enough credit, but I can tell how things are even harder on you guys when she's not around. That may be the case. But I can't but if I can't be a leader on my own, then I won't grow as a person. So Yuri, you have a beautiful handwriting, you know. You should make some banners and decorations to help set up the atmosphere. Atmosphere? About that. I love atmosphere. Yuri's expression suddenly changes as she stares down in her desk, focus, starts nodding to herself. Your mind is already racing, I see. That's great. You'll be a wonderful help, Yuri. But anyways, that just leaves you, Junie, the one who's truly useless. Don't say it like that. In fact, both Natsuki and Yuri have pretty heavy tasks to handle. It would be probably go a long way to help to give one of them a hand. You could probably help me as well as I would really appreciate that. Is Monica suggesting I spend the weekend with one of my club members? How on earth are they going to respond to a suggestion like that? I suppose I wouldn't mind a bit of help, even if you don't know how to bake. There's always some type of dirty work I could give you. It's not like Monica's going to give me a choice. And you shouldn't be sitting on your butt anyways. Natsuki tries to mumble a bunch of excuses like that. If I recall, Natsuki, you mentioned that you like to handle all the baking on your own. Junie may not like it to be around if you only make him out to be a nuisance. So therefore, he may be more suited to assisting with the decorations. Hold on, I never said that. How hard could it be to make a few decorations anyways? Sounds to me like you're making more excuses for Junie too. What are you saying? It would be extremely meticulous work. And baking isn't? Just what do you think? Guys, let's settle down for a moment. In the end, I think it's up to Junie to decide how he would like to contribute. Besides, he hasn't really gotten a chance to spend any time with me yet, you know? I'm sure he's interested in... You literally just said, I'm surprised as well. Sorry. Just saying though. Jeez. Can we just settle this already? Yeah. Junie, you're okay with this, right? In the end, it's up to you. Of course. Huh. Very well. In that case, everyone look straight at me. You know what? I could do Yuri or I could do Sayori. I actually kind of want to do Natsuki or Sayori. Let's do Sayori so none of them fight. I mean, if it's gonna be anyone, I prefer helping Sayori. I mean, we're already neighbors, but Monica said Sayori was helping her. Jeez, do you really hate us all that much? No, sorry, I didn't mean it to be this difficult. Just think of the club, okay? Fine, Yuri. I'll probably be most useful helping out Yuri. Me? Are you serious? Why would you... Natsuki, I could already tell you're about to say something mean. No. I was just saying, So you'll be helping Yuri then, Junie? Yeah, that's what I'm gonna do. I'm glad. I have a bad habit of overthinking these type of things. So, I think your assistance will be very useful. That's great to hear. Natsuki, will you be able to handle all the baking yourself? I mean, yeah. I already said I would be fine. Okay. Everyone can tell that Natsuki is feeling a little sour. Just so that, is that everything we need to go over? Yeah, that should be about it. Are you guys excited? Well, excited might not be the right word, but I suppose I'm looking forward to it a little bit. Do you feel the same way, Junie? Me? I guess you could say I'm interested, to see how it all turns out. That's good enough for me. What about you, Natsuki? Natsuki? What? Why is everyone yelling at me? Oh, by the way, just a little side note. I think I'm gonna go finish part 1 of ddlc, and then I'm gonna stop for, well, I can't really say stop for today. I'll end the stream, and then I'll come back probably later if I'm still conscious and awake, to finish the second half, because it is currently 4 p.m. and I'm just like, I don't know what time I'm gonna have dinner, and I don't want that to like intrude on the whole story. So I'll be back a bit later after this, I think. But yeah, I'm gonna finish arc 1 first, and then we'll start the second half later. I didn't even do anything. No, that's not what I meant at all. Yuri anxiously glances between everyone in the room. I'm sorry for this. I don't really know why Junie picked me, and also, your cupcakes are the best cupcakes I've ever had. They go really well with my tea, and nothing I do for the event could ever compare to that, so, I get it. I'm kind of surprised though. Why? Well, I'm the only one acting immature. I already know that, but you're trying to cheer me up all of a sudden. I know I'm not really good at it. I'm sorry if I said something bad. Natsuki isn't the only one surprised. Monica and I are also taken aback by Yuri's words. When she already has trouble with words, trying to cheer something up would be far out of her comfort zone. But I begin to understand. Yuri was trying to sound like Sayori. Even if it doesn't work out perfectly, I can tell that she's trying to say something Sayori would say at this time. Because Sayori always helps everyone smile and feel good about themselves. No, I kind of appreciate it. Sorry for making a big deal out of nothing. I'm just gonna say this. You better believe my cupcakes are gonna be the best part of the whole event. Ah, I believe you. Yeah, I hope to see everyone do their best. But with that, there's nothing more for today. So I guess it's time for us to head out. Alright, let's get out of here then. Everyone packs up their things. I start to follow Monica and Natsuki out of the door as they chat between each other. I turn around. Sorry, I realized that I don't have any way of contacting you this weekend. Oh, you're right. I can't believe that slipped my mind. Should I give you my phone number? I think that would be the best way, yes. Alright then. Yuri and I exchange phone numbers. Okay. Then I'll be stopping by your house on Sunday. My house? Is that a problem? No, not at all. I just thought I would be the one going to your house since I'm the one helping you. I suppose that makes sense, but if you don't mind, I think I prefer going to your house. Alright. In that case, it wouldn't be a problem. I decided not to press Yuri for a reason. It's not like it should matter either way, so I just need to make sure my room is clean. I hope I managed to make myself useful in some way. I'm not nearly as creative as you are. Don't underestimate yourself, Junie. I think that we'll make a very productive team, even if you only choose me because you felt bad or something. Wait, you don't actually think that, do you? I don't know. It's difficult to come up with any other reason you might have chose me. You're forgetting the only reason, you're the reason with most common sense. I chose to help you because that's what I wanted to do. But Yuri thinks to herself with an extreme tense expression. Yuri, you're overthinking this. You want me to point out to you that when you're overthinking, right? I didn't realize. I'm telling you, I want to. That's all there is to it. Do you believe me? Yuri thinks really hard again. She looks straight in my eyes for a long time. I believe you. It took her a tremendous effort. Yuri finally says that and relaxes her expression. I'm really looking forward to Sunday. Yeah, I am too. After that exchange, I make my way out the door and Yuri follows. I can't believe this. Yuri is going to be coming to my house on Sunday? Even though I would prefer to do this with Sayori, my anxiety still shoots through the roof. I guess I got pretty used to handling her at one point, but who knows what might end up happening when we're outside of school. She even told me she was looking forward to it. I shake my head. Why do I feel nervous that Sayori might finds out about this? It's not like we feel that way about each other. And besides, Monica, like Monica said, this is about the club. Bro. If I just go with it, then I'll have a good time. Beep boop boop beep. It's already Sunday. I've been getting increasingly anxious about Yuri's upcoming visit. I keep telling myself there's no reason to be nervous, but it doesn't help much. Yuri's clearly a very introvert and an intimate person in general. There's no doubt that she'll open up a bit when it's just the two of us. Meanwhile, we've been even texting occasionally. She was extremely apprehensive at first, but it wasn't long before I was already learning more about her. But putting Yuri aside, I haven't heard a thing from Sayori since she left the club the other day. It's not like we text each other all the time or anything. I've just been worrying about her in the back of my mind. Between what Sayori said and what Monica said, is it really okay for me to put Sayori's feelings aside when she might need me? I decided to visit Sayori before Yuri comes over. Rather than asking, I simply tell her coming over, much like we've done in the past. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door before entering myself. Again, we used to play with each other so often. We made it a habit of simply entering each other's house like we were family. The house is quiet. Sayori isn't anywhere on the first floor, so I assume she's up in her room. It's already strange of her not to run down and greet me. I head up to her room when I finally find her. Sayori? Hi, Ginny. I sit down in her room. Sayori forces a smile, but it's easy to tell she's different. There's a minute of silence between us. You haven't come over like this in a long time, have you? I guess you're right. It has been a long time. Not much has really changed, has it? Sayori's room is just as messy as it's always been. I recognize the same stuffed animals and wall decorations that she had up for years now. If you came over more often, it wouldn't be such a mess. That's because I end up cleaning it for you. How come you wanted to suddenly come over today? Aren't you supposed to see Yuri today? Yeah, but wait, how did you know that? Sayori has already left by the time we decided last meeting. Monica told me. It's only natural for her to keep me informed about the festival preparations, right? Ah, that's true. But what about you? Aren't you going to be helping Monica today? Oh, of course. But I'm just helping her online. We didn't plan a meetup or anything. Ah, so it's just me and Yuri then. Yep. There's more silence between us. Sayori stares in a random direction. Everything about her behavior is extremely uncharacteristic. I finally get to the point. I just wanted to see how you were doing. After you left on Friday, when something was wrong, you can't hide it from me. I know you too well. So, Sayori smiles, shaking her head. That's no good, Ginny. Eh? Why can't it just be like it's always been? This is all my fault. If I didn't get so weak and accidentally express my feelings, if I didn't make that stupid mistake, then you wouldn't have to be so worried about me. Yeah, Sayori's so cute. I feel so bad that she's the first one to go. Like I've been wanting, I like, my first playthrough, I tried romancing Sayori, and then I tried her again later on, and then I realized that it was, never gonna work, sadly. So, yeah, anyways. You wouldn't have come here. You wouldn't have, even been thinking about me right now. But this is just my punishment, isn't it? I'm getting punished for being so selfish. I think that's why the world has decided to have you come over today. I think it wants to torture me. Sayori! I grab Sayori by the shoulders. What on earth are you saying? Are you listening to yourself right now? I know something has happened to you. There's no other explanation for you to be like this. So tell me already. Until I know, I won't be able to stop thinking about it. Sayori gives me an empty smile. You really put me in a trap, Judy. But you're wrong. Nothing happened to me. I've always been like this. You're just seeing it for the first time. Seeing what? What are you talking about, Sayori? You're really gonna make me say it, aren't you? I guess I have no choice this time. The thing is, I've had a really bad depression my whole life. Did you know that? Why do you think I'm late to school every day? Because most days, I can't even find a reason to get out of bed. What reason is there to do anything when I fully know how worthless I am? Why go to school? Why eat? Why make friends? Why make other people put their energy and caring into wasting, to waste by by having them spend it on me? That's what it feels like. And that's why I always want to make everyone happy without anyone worrying about me. I'm in shock. I can't figure out how to respond. How is it possible that Sayori kept this from me the whole time I've known her? Did she really want me so bad not to just not think about her? Why, Sayori? Eh? Why is it that you never told me about this? It almost feels like I've been betrayed as your close friend. Because if I knew, I would have done anything I could to support you, even if there's only so much I can do. I would have tried at least a bit harder to make your everyday a little better for you. That's why I'm your friend. All you had to do was tell me. You don't understand, Junie. Why do you think I didn't tell you? Because if I told you, you would have to waste effort caring about me instead of doing important things. I don't want to be cared about. It's bittersweet when people try to care about me. It feels nice sometimes, but it also feels like a bat being swung against my head. That's why I want so badly for you to make friends with everyone else. Helping everyone else be happy together is the best thing for me. But then I discovered something else too. Seeing you make friends and closer with everyone else in the club, it feels like a spear going in my heart. So that's why I decided the world just wants to torture me. Every path it leads to nothing but hurt. You're right. I don't understand. I don't understand your feelings at all, Sayori. I don't need to understand. Whatever it takes for me to help you help you stop hurting. That's what I'll do. No, Junie, there's nothing. Nothing at all. The only thing that could help is if everything could be just like it was, it always was. But I was selfish. I finally showed you what a horrible person I am. Tears streaked down Sayori's face. I made you join the literature club because I was selfish. Failing the first time around in Sims is so jaw-dropping. Oh my god. Yeah, I think I don't know, I tried Sims at one point. I couldn't get into it. I think I just like got really lazy taking care of them, and I wasn't too invested in actively murdering my Sims either, so anyways. And I was punished by my heart hurting in a way I couldn't understand. And now you came here, and I made you hurt too. I'm just weak and selfish. That's all I am. And that's why I'm gonna accept these punishments, because I deserve every last one. Without thinking, I grasped Sayori's shoulders. This time I pull her into a tight embrace. Junie, Sayori, I don't care if you feel selfish. I'm just really happy you convinced me to join this club. Seeing you like this every day makes it worthwhile. If I feel like everyone else, if I make friends with everyone else, then that's just bonus. Oh, no, simulators. Okay, I have no idea. How do you fail in a simulator? No comment. But then again, I'm thinking of like those Roblox ones where it's just like you're collecting random ass items forever. So maybe I'm not thinking of the same one to say with. But please don't underestimate how much I care about you. I wouldn't have it any other way. Junie, Sayori isn't hugging me back. Despite my arms wrapped around her, Sayori's arms remain at her side. Oh, dating sims. My bad. I am not good at reading things. Dating sims. I don't think I've technically failed before. I'm gonna kill Sayori. But, you know, other than that, she starts sobbing next to my ear. No, don't do this to me. Please don't do this. Junie. Sayori barely manages to speak between her sobs. I don't know if I'm doing the right thing, but all I want is for her to know that I care. If you have this in you to call yourself selfish, then you have to let me be selfish too. No matter what it takes, I'll figure out what needs to be changed. I'll make those feelings go away. That's really not how depression works. But okay, but that's what, if there's anything you need me to do, then you'll better tell me. I'll get mad if you don't. I don't know. Gently, Sayori puts her hands around me in return. You can't die or I'll kill you. No, yeah, like, I kind of don't get the main character in this. I don't really get why he's responding to her like this, but then again, I guess he never, like, encountered anybody who wanted to kill themselves before, but, like, it's, I don't know, I'm, like, reading this, and I'm like, this guy could do so many better ways of doing this. Like, there are so many better, like, ways of comforting her, but whatever, fuck it. I don't know anything. It's all really scary. I don't understand any of my feelings, Junie. The only time I'm feeling nothing is when I'm feeling pain, but your hugs are so warm, and that's really scary too. He is really bad at this. Yeah, he is. Sayori lets me go. As she does, I let her go as well. The festival is tomorrow. Yeah. It's gonna be fun, right? Yeah. How would you like for me to spend it all with you? It's what I want. I promise. I think that would be nice then. Yeah. Sayori wipes her eyes. If I could spend the whole day here, I would. Of all days, it had to be the one where I had other plans. Maybe I should just cancel. No, don't. Please don't. If you did that, then I really wouldn't forgive you. But it's almost time for Yuri to meet me at my house. At the very least, do you want to come along and help out? It would be fun. To my surprise, Sayori shakes her head. I'm sorry. I don't know if that would be very good for me today. You understand, right? It's kind of hard for me to fully understand, but I'm trying my hardest. It's okay. No, literally, I was like, what do you mean? Like, anyways, like, I feel like it's very obvious that Sayori is currently spiraling, which is why I'm just like, why is this dumbass not? He's like, oh, I could cancel my plans with Yuri. Like, yes, that's good move, but then Sayori is like, oh no, don't actually, and I'm like, girl, you gotta cancel, be normal, come on. Like, anyways, it's okay, don't worry about it too much. I'll see you tomorrow, okay? All right, I look forward to it. Guys, she doesn't, it's not like she has family anyways in this house anyways, so like, why would you leave her alone? This is so stupid. Sorry, this is such a stupid move on the main character's part. I'm playing him, obviously, but like, fuck! Anyways, I say goodbye to Sayori and exit her house. I do not agree with the way he's doing things. On my way home, I find myself feeling uneasy. But it's hard for me to keep thinking about it when Yuri's about to come over too. I think Sayori's right. No, literally, that's what I would say. Like, I would like open my phone, text her, oh, let's cancel actually, and then you can talk to Sayori right after, right? Like, or at the very least, like, I get that like, Sayori's like, oh, like, now's not a good time, but I feel like at the very least, like, the main character could like bring her over and just be like, you don't have to like do anything, you can just like chill in the corner or something. Like, I don't know, it just doesn't feel right. Or at least like maybe like call her parents or something about it. Like, I'm assuming she has parents, she can't like live in a whole house herself like the whole time, right? Like, I feel like, or maybe call like Monica or like any of the other club members to like go check on her. Anyways, overall very stupid. I guess Monica's not the best choice, but you know, it's just stupid. It's just, this guy's making really stupid decisions. Anyway, I shouldn't be thinking about it too much. We're definitely gonna have a great time tomorrow. I should just focus about what's ahead of me. As I approach my house, I see something that makes me feel a moment of panic. Yuri? Thank goodness. You're a little early. Sorry, I wasn't home yet. Were you waiting a long time? No, I just got here. But I started to get really nervous when nobody answered the doorbell. You could have always texted me. If I had known, I would have reassured you and hurried my more on the way home. I suppose that's true. I just didn't think about that for some reason. It should be common sense to do, but I decided to ignore it. Anyways, let's go inside. I see you brought a lot of stuff with you. That's right. Yeah, no, I feel like your response makes more sense. Like I feel like it's very, like, it's very obvious that Sayori is not having a fun. Okay. Have fun with your little ad. I will continue the story and then I'll come back to the conversation in a bit. Well, did you manage to find anything I asked you to buy as well? Yeah, pretty much. At least, I hope I got everything right. I'm sure it'll be fine. I take Yuri to my room. Wow, his room's kind of ugly. I guess he's a man, so I guess that makes sense. Are you free from ad? I don't know. Anyways, but yeah, I feel like it's very obvious to, like, and easy to tell that Sayori is very much not having a very silly, goofy time at the moment. Like, it just doesn't make sense that he's just like, okay, Sayori, bye-bye. Like, fuck this. He was like, oh yeah, Yuri's coming over. Like, girl, your romance is not as important as keeping your friend who literally told you she was depressed alive when all of her behavior so far has been indicating that she might kill herself. Anyways, the first thing she does is glance around curiously, which makes me feel a little anxious. It's so clean. I cleaned before you came over, so that's very considerate of you to do. No, it wouldn't it would be really embarrassed if, for my room to be a mess while you were here. Huh. Well, I do enjoy cleaning. I would have gladly helped you clean. Ah. That would have been even more embarrassing. Wait, don't look in there. I snatched Yuri's wrist, which was in the process of opening a desk drawer of mine. Ah, I'm sorry. I wasn't thinking about for some reason. I was just spacing out. It's fine, it's fine. I let go of Yuri's wrist. She puts both her hands firmly in my lap, as if making sure she's keeping track of both of them. So, should we get started? Ah, yes. I have a few things planned that you can help out with. Decorations and other atmospheric enhancements. Atmospheric enhancements? You know, mood lighting, aromatherapy candles. Oh, wow. I didn't know you planned to take it on that far. Of course. I wanted to help or take our guests to a faraway place, though many must just stop by out of curiosity. As for cupcakes, I guess. I'm determined to provide an experience that will leave them wanting more. That's great. It's easy to forget you're a pretty intense person. Ah. Intense. I guess that's the best way to put it. Is that a bad thing? No, not at all. It's like it's something that I like about you anyways. Oh, is that so? It makes me feel relieved and kind of happy. Yeah, no need to be anxious. You can relax a little. Relax. I brought some things for relaxation. I was going to use them during the poetry event. Oh yeah, like what? Let's see. Yuri rummages through her bag. She pulls out a few candles and a wooden cylinder-shaped object. I did some shopping on the way here, so I happen to have these in my bag. I plan to cover the windows in black paper and use the candles to light up the room. I think that would be amazing, don't you? Yeah, that would be really neat. What's the wooden thing, though? Oh, this? It's a diffuser for essential oils. How familiar are you with aromatherapy? Not familiar at all. Oh, is that so? Wait, hold on. Let me read your giant-ass wall of text. It's totally fine. I'm going to leave you on your own place. Go fulfill your plans with a girl I barely know you over. Literally. No, he's so stupid. My poor Sayori does not deserve this. So, you know. He's so bad at this job. He's not even, like, being paid for this, obviously. But, like, he's so bad at this. Pisses me off. God. Literally, my poor child. Sayori deserves better. She deserves a better ending than, you know, the ending. Actually, technically speaking, all the characters deserve better, but whatever. Is that so? I feel like Sayori, I just feel like she would just, like, got abandoned by, like, her like, best friend, basically. Or friend / crush that she's known for her whole life. And then he's like, yeah, lol. Another girl. I'm a girl. Girl, don't even. It's one of my favorite contributors to a positive atmosphere. Depending on the oils or herbs you choose, you can change the mood itself, the air itself. You can even feel it permeate through your body. Relaxation, positive energy, romance, reflection. It's almost like magic. Yuri takes the cylinder and pushes the switch on bottom. In just a moment, a thin ray of vapor begins to sprout through the small hole on top. Wow, that smells wonderful. What kind of mood is this one for? This is a jasmine essential oil. It smells a little sweet and flowery, right? Yeah, that's a good way to describe it. I chose jasmine for the event because it provides a lot more than relaxation. Jasmine enhances your emotion and helps you feel them through your body. You feel warmer and your heart pounds more heavily. Don't you think it would be perfect for sharing our poems? It does sound suitable, but you seem to know a lot more about this, so I'll trust your opinion with anything. Yuri smiles gently, clearly enjoying herself. She again reaches into her bag and pulls out several spools of thin ribbon. What are those for? Well, did you purchase the origami paper that I decided to get? Yeah, I have it over here. We won't be using the paper for folding origami. What I would like to do is to write each different word on each paper. We'll need about 100 of them. Oh, yeah? What will those be used for? Well, I'm going to cut up a piece of ribbon to hang up from the doorway at the classroom. Then we can fasten the paper onto the ribbons to create a doorway curtain. Wouldn't that be beautiful? It would also catch the eyes of those who are passing by. It may attract some to peek inside. That's really creative. I had no idea you'd be so good at this, Yuri. Is that so? I suppose I get a little intense, as you put it. Yuri giggles with her red cheeks. Is it just me, or is she more relaxed when it's just the two of us? Or maybe it's the excitement she feels from sharing something that she enjoys. Here's the marker, Junie. You can write any characters you want. I'll help you once I finish cutting up the ribbons. Okay. Sitting on the floor, the two of us get to work. I carefully draw each character onto paper, doing my best to manage my bad handwriting. Yuri unravels a long string of ribbons to her desired length. Then she reaches in her bag once more and pulls out a pocket knife. Eh? The knife is strangely beautiful. The silver handle has an intricate pattern of waves etched into it. The blade itself is tinted blue. That's no ordinary pocket knife. It looks really fancy. Well, embarrassed, Yuri looks away. What is it? You're going to think that it's weird. What, Yuri, whatever it is, I have no reason to judge. To each their own, you know. If you promise you won't be weirded out. Yeah, I promise. Alright. The thing is, I'm kind of into knives. They're just so pretty. I can't help it. I don't know what it is. It's a combination of craftsmanship and the feeling of danger, maybe. Ugh, what am I saying? Don't think I'm weird for this. Aha! You're laughing at me. No, I'm not laughing at you. It's just funny how nervous you get about sharing. Well, it's an interesting thing to be into, I guess. But I think it kind of suits you. Suits me? Yeah, it's kind of intense. Besides, it's a really cool looking knife. I can't deny that. It is, isn't it? Yuri relaxes her expression again. Would you like to hold it? Sure, I'll check it out. Yuri carefully hands me the knife with the handle facing me. I take it and turn around in my hand. It feels heavy, extremely solid. Where'd you even get a knife like this? Curious of its sharpness. I feel the point of the knife with an index finger. Ow! Junie, why'd you do that? I didn't expect it to be that sharp. I barely touched it at all. It's my fault. I should have warned you. The knife is extremely sharp. It can cut through skin like paper. Oh no. A small drop of blood trickles down the side of my finger. Yuri takes my hand and gives the wound a closer look. She stares down, noticeably fidgets. If you're squeamish, I'll wash it off now. Without warning. Yuri puts her finger into my mouth and licks the wound. I feel her tongue curl around my finger. Startled, I instinctively pull my hand back. Oh, please forgive me. I wasn't thinking. That's crazy. That's crazy. Okay. I wasn't thinking. Yuri lowers her head and face burning up. Yuri, that's the most embarrassing I've ever done. How could I do something like that? I'm sorry. Sure, it was a little weird and it took me by surprise, but I guess she was trying to help, right? Yuri, I think you're overreacting a little. She doesn't lift her head. What if she doesn't recover from this for the rest of the afternoon? Alright, you know what? This might be a little a stupid thing to do, but I'll do it anyways. I take Yuri's hand and lick her index finger in return. What the fuck? Junie. Bro, your friend is dying in the other house, and you are flirting with this girl. That's crazy. Did you really just do that? Now we're even. Yuri just looks at me like I did something wrong. My poor Sayori. I miss her. I knew that would be a bad idea. If not for the sweet aroma of jasmine oil, the air would be extremely heavy right now. You're so weird, Junie. Yuri giggles shyly. Eh? Yuri calling me weird? I have no response to that. Where do you even keep your bandages? I don't think I need one, actually. It was a tiny cut. Look, it's already stopped bleeding. I see. That's relieving. The tension is quickly lifted. We resume our respective activities. I watch Yuri's knife cut through ribbon like it's nothing but air. Meanwhile, I continue to make progress on paper. After we finish attaching the paper to the ribbons, we lay them all side by side. It looks better than I expected. It'll be very effective as a door curtain. It looks great. Good thinking coming up with this, Yuri. Thanks. It's just something I saw online, really. Are you ready to move on to the next task? Yeah, let's do it. What do you have in mind? I'd like to create a banner. That's why I asked you to bring the paint tablets. That's right. One of the things Yuri asked me to buy was a kit of watercolor paint tablets. We'll need about 6 cups of water to put each tablet in. Sorry. I am in shock of this way of using watercolor. Someone whispered to you? What do you mean by that? He hasn't done anything wrong yet, named Monica. Like, that's crazy. You know what? That is crazy. Anyways. Sorry, this is really bothering me because this is not the way you use watercolor. Ooh, this is uncomfortable as fuck. This is so weird. Why would what do you mean you put tablets into water to make it watercolor? That's not how watercolor tablets work. Watercolor, you fucking put the paint. What the fuck? This is so stupid. Is that a translation thing? No, because there's... That's crazy. Who is this? I don't know, dude. I don't know. I think Monica's stepped out of ddlc to message you. Do you mind fetching water? Fetching those for us? Of course not. Sorry. I was reading this and I don't know why. For me, the most shocking part is the fucking water color. It's just not the correct way to do watercolor. You know, so many issues with it. Okay. Yeah, and this is kind of useless. I can give myself a teeny tiny mustache. Okay, well, I don't know what I'm doing. Fuck. Chat, I messed up my mustache. Well, anyway, I tried. Sorry, random chatter, you're so peak. Oh, okay. It's okay, it's okay. It's kind of funny anyways. 6 cups of water. Who the fuck is doing this watercolor? This is not how you do watercolor. I don't know any type of paint that this works for. Whatever. Anyways, ignore my really tiny mustache. I actually don't know how to make it bigger. Can I? Oh, there you go. There you go. That's much more respectable. Still smaller than my usual mustache size, but it's okay. 6 cups of water. I'll be right back in a minute. You don't need 6 cups of water. Fuck. Scam. Thank you very much. Oh, and just a little bit of water is okay. If you fill the cups too much, it'll be too diluted. Okay, that's valid. Taking Yuri's advice, I decided to use a small plastic bathroom cups instead of full-sized glasses. I put them on the plate to catch any paint any paint that drips, and brings it back to my room. First of all, who the hell is using watercolor for a banner? You use like acrylic or tempera at best. Who the watercolor will like soak through the banner paper, because usually banner paper is really thin. Sorry, I don't know why I'm really locked into like the banner right now, but like it's just not right. I don't know what's going on. It just feels wrong to be doing shit like this, but whatever. Yuri? Yes? I come in to see Yuri quickly unrolling her sleeve and putting back over her arm. Nothing. Your face is a little red. Is it too hot in here or something? No, not at all. There's nothing wrong, so let's mix the paint. Yuri hurriedly dismisses me and takes it upon herself to unwrap the tablet and dropping them into the cup. So, I thought you would do something as simple would look very nice. I'd like to paint a gradient across the banner, starting with the colors for a sunrise, then daytime, then sunset, and nighttime. Once it dries, I'll write an inspirational quote across the banner. We can hang it on the wall behind the podium in front of the classroom. Neat. What are you going to write? Well, it would be more fun to surprise you. Yuri smiles at me. If you say so. Unrolling the banner, me and Yuri and I knelt on the other opposite sides so we won't get in the way of each other. Yuri uses a brush and dips a few dots of each color across the banner to serve as a color guide while we paint. So again, this is not how watercolor fucking works. It would be really obvious, the random dot. If you don't, whatever. Okay. Yeah, this kind of reminds me of elementary school. Painting on a banner with watercolors feels a lot like art classes we had, art class projects we had back then. Yeah, I think I'm gonna assume this is, for my sanity, I'm gonna assume this is just a translation thing. And it's just not correctly translated, because watercolor, really? On a banner? Really? Watercolor paper? Who the hell puts watercolor on a banner? Especially, I'm assuming, like, none of these people are very into art either. So they would put way too much water for the tablet. And also, you can't put the tablet into the water because then it makes it really, really saturated and you're wasting all that paint for nothing. Anyways, it's relaxing. I'm sorry if it feels a little childish. I didn't mean that at all. It's kind of fun, you know? Yeah, this is fun. I'm glad you feel about that way too. Yuri stops painting for a moment, thinking to herself. For me, I don't need to go out and do something crazy to have fun. In fact, I usually don't even want to. I just like when I can spend my time with one other person, even if it's something simple like reading. It doesn't matter if we talk that much. Just having a friend next to me makes things feel a little nicer. I think having that's all it takes to make me happy. Is that so? Even Yuri and I are quite different. I can understand where she's coming from. I feel that way about anime and games, and where we simply share sharing the experience with someone makes me happy. I think I feel the same way. Yuri smiles gently. I knew you'd understand. Yuri leans over the banner to grab an unused paintbrush, but I move at the same time, causing my head to bump into hers. Yeah, sorry. Yuri reels back, and I lift my hands in surprise. Are you hurt? No, I'm not hurt. It just startled me, that's all. I should have asked you to get it for me. It's not your fault. In your face, there are droplets of paint on Yuri's face and neck. Is there something on my face? Yeah, I accidentally got paint on you. Sorry, it's totally my fault. I'll get a towel right now. I rush out and fetch a small towel and then dampen it with hot water. I return to my room and kneel back in front of her. Here. I pat Yuri's head and neck down with the towel. Is something wrong? It's hot. I just didn't expect it. Sorry. I didn't want to use cold water. Having finished, I start to retract my hand, but Yuri suddenly holds my wrist. Wait. Eh? For a little longer. It feels really nice. I keep my hand still against Yuri's neck. She looks into my eyes. An intense expression I recognize when she reads her books. She's so creature, right? Yeah. I am creature. Am I creature? Is she creature? Who's creature? Creature is creature. Yuri is such an interesting character, not gonna lie. Being shy as she is, this is bold. Yeah, she is. Anyways, almost as if she's lost in a daze and involved by her own thoughts, she breathes gently, halfway through parted lips. What is happening? Is it the aroma of the jasmine oil that's giving me this dizzy feeling? Yuri's gentle fingers wraps around my wrist and sends a tingling sensation down my arms. And suddenly, her face is much closer to mine than it was a moment ago. Yuri slowly pulls away. Sorry. I've been feeling a little lightheaded today. I didn't mean to space out. It's fine. The moment is over as soon as it began. Yuri picks up her brush again, but her movements seem clumsier, like she's unable to focus. I remain silent, forced to ignore the event that just transpired. I hesitantly retrieve my brush and continue following Yuri's example. That should do it. I finished filling the night sky with little dots that look like stars. Looking at the banner as a whole, it seems pretty natural looking. I think it came out better than I expected. I'm really happy with the results. Yeah, me too. Are you gonna add the lettering now? Not yet. It needs to dry first. That's true, but won't it take a while? Well, perhaps that would be best to leave it here, then have you bring it in the morning. I can do the lettering in the classroom before our event starts. Is that okay? Yeah, that's totally fine. Wonderful. In that case, I don't think there's anything else for us to do here. Phew. You say that like you're glad it's over. Was I wrong to assume you were at least enjoying yourself a little bit? No, it's not that. I'm just glad we managed to get everything done. 3 hours. I see. I am too. I was just a little concerned about time. I really need to start making dinner soon. So you don't have any time left? I secretly hoping we would have extra time after finishing the work. Well, Yuri thinks to herself. I think it would be too irresponsible for me to wait that much longer. I'm sorry. I was hoping there would be more time as well. It was probably my fault. Sorry for being such a slow worker. No, it's not your fault at all. And the important thing is that we got everything done, right? Yeah. So, I shouldn't be disappointed or anything. Gathering all her things, Yuri looks a little downcasted. I understand why. It sounded like she rarely got the opportunity to spend time with friends in a relaxed environment. But that doesn't mean it's the last time it can happen. Once Yuri packs up, I walk her out to the front door. Thank you so much for having me today. No problem. I was glad I was able to help. Just let me know if there's anything you need me to bring for tomorrow. I will. Well, then, Yuri fidgets. I guess I'll see you tomorrow. Wait, I kind of say that without thinking. About today, it's fine we didn't have enough time as you wanted, because we can do this again whenever you want. Just you can come over, we can go somewhere. Ah, I forgot you don't like going out so much. I stumble over my words. Yuri simply smiles bashfully. Anyways, you know what I'm trying to say. So, you're very thoughtful, Junie. Yuri takes a step closer to me, briefly squeezes my hand. I kind of like that about you. Sorry, this is really, really awkwardly, like, zoomed in of a face. It's kind of funny. Well, how am I supposed to respond to that? I don't get a chance to, as Yuri suddenly pulls back. Sayori? Eh? Ah! Oh. Hi, Junie. Sayori. Just now we weren't... It's okay, Junie. I just stopped by to say hi. Well, it's nice to see you. Sorry, I'm on my way to leave. Aw, really? That's too bad. I'm sorry. But we'll always be together at the festival tomorrow, so that's fine, right? Of course. Sayori beams. Yeah, so I'll see you tomorrow. Clearly embarrassed, Yuri hurries off. Sayori waves a goodbye after her. Sayori! I thought you didn't want to come over today. Well... I tried staying in my room, but my imagination was being really mean to me. So I had to come over here and see it for myself. See what? What are you talking about? You know, how much fun you were having with Yuri, and how close you got to her. It makes me feel really happy that you've made such good friends. And that's all that matters to me. Tears start to fall down Sayori's face. That's all that matters to me. Why am I feeling this way, Junie? I'm supposed to be happy for you. Why does it feel like my heart is being split in half? It hurts so much. Everything hurts so much. It would be so much better if I could just disappear. Sayori, don't say that. It's true, Junie. If I wasn't here, then you wouldn't have to waste your sympathy on me. You wouldn't have to put up with me being selfish. Monica was right. I should just... Monica? Monica was right about what? Sayori? What it said before was true. I'm not gonna let this continue. Caring about you is... like this isn't the burden your mind is making it out to be. It's something that makes me really happy. Something that I wouldn't trade for anything else in the world. So even if it takes an entire lifetime, I'm gonna be by your side until you don't feel any more pain. But Sayori looks away. I put her hands on her shoulder to reassure her. I'm scared, Junie. I'm really scared. What are you scared of, Sayori? I'm scared that I might like you more than you like me. Sayori? It's true, isn't it? I was weak and started to like you too much. I did this to myself. Junie, I like you so much I want to die. That's how I feel. And that's enough, Sayori. I don't want you to hurt anymore. I slide my hand down Sayori's arm and squeeze her hand in mine. Do you remember what I said when I said I always know what's best for you? First of all, no. Nuh-uh. Do you still believe me? Wordlessly, Sayori nods. Even if you don't understand all your own feelings, you know, I know what you need the most right now. And that's what I'm gonna give you. Sayori, I love you. Eh? Those are my true feelings. So there's no way you can like me more than I like you. I should have realized it sooner, but spending time with everyone else at the club, I just feel bad for her, so I had to click that one. I'm sorry, guys. Making new friends, having fun with you every day. It helped me realize that you're truly the most important person to me. That's why I'll accept any of your burdens, as long as we continue like this every day. With you by my side, then I know we'll both be happy. Junie. Suddenly, Sayori wraps her arms around me. Junie, is it really okay? Yeah. I hold Sayori in my arms and pull her closer. You'll never have to let me go again. I love you so much, Junie. I want to be with you forever. Me too. I feel Sayori's grip around me weaken a bit. What is this? Sayori? I'm supposed to be happy right now. I always thought this would be the happiest moment for me. But why? Even now, why won't the rain clouds go away? They're not going away at all, Junie. It's okay, Sayori. It might take some time for things to get better again, but no matter how long it'll take, I'll always be there every step of the way. That's all that matters right now. Oh, okay. I trust you. Sayori and I slowly release each other. So, I guess that makes the festival tomorrow our first date, huh? What are you saying? I don't want to think about all those things, you know? I want everything to be the same as it's always been, even if we are really a couple. I don't know if I could handle anything more right now. It's really new and scary to me. I understand. Well, we'll go at whatever pace suits you best. Hey, Junie, Sayori gazes at me again, smiling softly. Even if I get really, really sad, this is the best thing for me, right? Eh? I don't really understand what Sayori means by that. Are you saying that this is making you feel sad, Sayori? I don't know. I don't understand what I'm feeling. I feel like a bunch of thorns when you told me you love me. But that's why I want to trust you. You know, that's what's best for me. That's so... Oh, anyways. Yeah, I do. That's my promise. I know what's best for you is crazy. I say that, but in reality, I never felt more uncertain when it comes to Sayori. I know that I love her and that she loves me, but I'm having trouble understanding Sayori as she is. Even though I can comfort her, I keep wondering if I should do something more. Yes! Or something different. I know these thoughts will continue to plague me until things go back to the way they were. So that's not... Okay, whatever. Anyways, this bastard is pissing me off. Is that what Sayori meant by not wanting anything to change? I don't know. But I know I'll give it everything I got. Sayori is the most important person to me, and I'll do whatever it takes to have a happy future with her. Ooh, that's rough, buddy. It's the day of the festival. Of all days, I expected this one to be the one where I was walking to school with Sayori. But Sayori is answering her phone. I considered going to her house to wake her, but I said that's too much. Girl, you... I hate this motherfucker. Meanwhile, the preparations for the event should be nearly complete. The banner Yuri and I painted as dry, I gently rolled up to take with me. She sent me a pleasant text reminding me not to forget anything, and I reassured her. Funnily enough, I probably felt the same way as Natsuki about the event. I'm more excited for it to be over so I could spend time with Sayori and Yuri at the festival. But knowing Monica, I'm sure the event will be going great too. Junie, you're the first one here. Thanks for being so early. It's really funny. I thought at least Yuri would be here now. Monica is placing little booklets on each of the desks by the classroom. They must be the ones she prepared for all the poems we would be performing. In the end, I found a random poem online that I thought Monica would like and submitted it. So that will be the one I'm performing. I'm surprised you didn't bring Sayori with you. Well, she overslept again. That dummy. You think that on days this important, she would try harder. I say that, but I suddenly remember what Sayori told me yesterday. And I suddenly feel awful not knowing that it's not nearly as simple as that for her. I only said that because it's the way I'm used to thinking. But maybe I should have gone to wake her up after all. Yeah, you dumb fuck. I love the character we are playing as. Haha. You should really take responsibility for her, Junie. I mean, especially after your exchange with her yesterday. You know, you kind of left her hanging this morning, you know? Crazy ass moment. Exchange? Monica, you know about that? Of course I do. I'm the club president after all. But I stammer embarrassed. Did Sayori really tell her about that quickly? That we're a couple now? I didn't really plan on bringing it up with anyone yet. Jeez. You don't know the full story at all, so don't worry. I probably know a lot more than you think. Eh? Monica is being as friendly as usual, but I feel a chill down my spine after I heard that. Hey, do you want to check out the pamphlets? They came out really nicely. Yeah, sure. I grabbed one of the pamphlets laid on the desk. Oh yeah, they did. Something like this would definitely help people take the club more seriously. Yeah, I thought so too. I flipped through the pages. Each member's poems neatly printed on each page, giving it an almost professional feel. I recognized Natsuki and Yuri's poems from the ones they performed during our practice. What's this? I flipped through Sayori's poem. It's different from the one she practiced. It's one I haven't read before. Get out of my head, get out of my head. Oh, Jesus. Get out of my head. Get out of my head before I know what I do is best for you. I do what I know is best for you. Get out of my head before I listen to everything she says to me. Get out of my head before I know how much I love you. Get out of my head before I finish writing this poem. But a poem is never actually finished. It just stops moving. Ah, what is this? Reading the poem, I get a pit in my stomach. Junie? What's wrong? No, nothing. This poem feels completely different from everything else Sayori's written. But more than that, I changed my mind. I'm gonna go get Sayori, so... well, alright. Try not to take too long, okay? I quickly leave the classroom. Don't strain yourself, Monica calls out after me. I quicken my pace. What was I thinking? I should have tried at least a bit harder for Sayori. It's not a big deal to wait for her or help her wake up. Even the simple gesture of walking her to school makes me really happy. Besides, I told her yesterday that things would be the same as always been. That's all she needs. And what I want to give her. I reach Sayori's house and knock on the door. I don't expect an answer since she's not picking up her phone either. Just like yesterday, I opened the door and let myself in. Sayori? She's really a heavy sleeper. I swallow. I can't believe I ended up doing this after all. Waking her up in her own house? That really is something a boyfriend would do, wouldn't it? Isn't it? In any case, it just feels right. Outside Sayori's room, I knock on her door. Sayori? Wake up, dummy. There's no response. I really don't want to enter her room like this. Isn't it kind of a breach of privacy? I love how the music goes out at this point, too. But she really leaves me no choice. I gently open the door. Sayori. Crazy ass graphic. Yeah, she's gone. She's going through it. My Pookie. My poor child. Pat, pat, pat. What the hell? What the hell? Is this a nightmare? It has to be. This isn't real. There's no way this could be real. Sayori wouldn't do this. Everything was normal up until a few days ago. No, it was not, bitch. That's why I can't believe what my eyes are showing me. I suppressed the urge to vomit. Just yesterday, I told Sayori I would be there for her. I told her I know what was best and now everything would be okay. Then why? Why would she do this? Okay, this is a really selfish way of going about somebody's suicide. But okay, sure. How could I be so helpless? Girl, you helpless? Motherfucker. Anyways, what did I do wrong? Confessing to her. I shouldn't have confessed to her. That's not what Sayori needed at all. She even told me how painful it is for others to care about her. Then why did I confess to her and make her feel even worse? Why was I so selfish? This is all my fault. My swarming thoughts help me keep telling me everything I could have done to confess this. Oh yeah, hello, welcome. If I spent more time with her, walked her with her to school, remained friends with her like it's always been. No, you should totally show it. You should show it. You should show it. You should show it. Show your emote. Show your new cute, cool emote. Hell yeah! Hell yeah! No, I don't know what you meant by this is not the best time. This is the perfect time, actually. This is like perfectly timed. And then I could have prevented this. I know I could have prevented this. Screw the literature club. Screw the festival. I just lost my best friend, someone I grew up with. She's gone forever now. Nothing I could do. Good luck, Sayori. Oh, that's crazy. Well, I mean, she's not really back. She's still left hanging there. That's crazy. Okay, anyways. And nothing I could do could bring her back. This isn't some sort of game where I could reset and try something different. Well, I only had one chance and I wasn't careful enough. And now I'll carry this guilt with me until I die. Nothing in my life is worth more than hers. I still couldn't do what she needed from me. And now, I could never take it back. Never. 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 Well, actually, technically. And womp womp womp. She's just hanging out in chat. Sayori hanging out in chat. Okay. Anyways, that is the end of the first arc of ddlc. I will come back a bit later to do the second half. But because I'm probably gonna have the dinner soon, I'm obviously not gonna do that. But yeah, my poor lovely Sayori dies again. No way to save her. But also that is actually such peak emote. You know what? I'm gonna follow your channel just so I can use that. How do I use it? Hell yeah. Hell yeah. How do I use emotes, guys? Am I stupid? Yes, I am. Okay. Guys, I'm really dumb. Give me a second. How do I unlocked? Where are my Sayori emotes? Oh man, no idea. Anyways, so this is gonna be the end of this stream. I will come back maybe later today, for the second half of the game. But yeah, a clip didn't play. Yeah. Anyways, I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna just force y'all to raid somebody, For why not? Because why not? Anyways, we will... There's other people playing ddlc. Might as well make them join their things. Actually, let me see. Who am I following that's on? Oh, actually, you know what? I'll raid... Okay, I'll just raid, Kari. Alright, anyways, I will see you guys next time. I'm gonna force y'all to go to another stream if this stupid raid thing works.